How you doing, guys? Big Mech Dance School here today, back with another video for you. It's catch-up time. It's catch-up time for my Hobby 365 challenge. I'll just get the music set up and everything, and then I'll be right back with you. I assume you can hear me well. If you can, let me know in the chat, and I'll be sharing this stream in various places. I've just got an email on my phone, so that's telling me I'm live, I'm sure. I'm just going to unmute my sound over here and double check the sound myself, actually, because I don't think there's anyone in the chat yet, which is fine, because I haven't scheduled this video. To be fair, I don't schedule it much in advance anyway, normally. Yep, so you can hear me, I'm pleased to announce. I mean, unless you've not got your speakers on, in which case you can't hear me. So, I need to get my music set up, so you're not bored to death of just hearing me talk. And then, yeah, we'll crack on with some painting, some desk down painting stuff, and go from there, really. Just try to find the right playlist for a chilled stream. It's all very exciting. I've been working on my Death Guard yesterday, most of last night. Up until I went to bed. I'm going to sneeze, so bear with me. Wow. Just checking I've got nothing in my moustache there after that sneeze. Yeah, that was a heck of a sneeze. I apologise to headphone users everywhere. I did try my best to turn away from the mic, but I was still pretty close to it. Right, we'll play this playlist and see what happens. Oh, I should put my headphones in. There we go. That's loud. Let me see what that's like on OBS. If you join me at any point as well, just give me some indicator. Oh, hey, Richard Smith, good morning. Welcome to the stream. You can see I've not got my headphones on properly because my system volume is too high. Got it cranked right up. I went into a Discord channel yesterday in Let's Make It Okay, a voice channel on Discord in Let's Make It Okay's Discord, and I nearly got deafened because my system volume was all over the place. And then I cranked my Discord volume up by accident, and I think, oh no, it wasn't. It was when I turned a Twitch stream on when I was in that Discord, and I couldn't hear what anyone was saying in the Discord. I think people were talking to me, and I was like, oh, I can't hear anything. Oh no. Right, let's sort this system volume out. So the system volume's cranked down. OBS is there. Right, let's turn that down for me. And let's turn it up on here. Because I noticed I've rewatched a VOD on Twitch of a stream and you couldn't hear the music. Or you could barely hear it anyway, it was barely detectable. So today I'm going to be working on some Death Guard Terminators in an attempt to catch up with my Hobby 365 challenge. Hey, look, it's a random Mega Nov. I've lost, though. There's a couple of Nurglings that go on the bases of two of these Terminators that I'll be working on. And I've misplaced them, so I'd better find them at some point and get them on the base, otherwise these miniatures technically won't be finished. Just move this wire for the microphone and slide in a little bit closer. I would like to get on screen as well the Spotify information. Properties. Is it that one? I think so. Oh, not that. No, that's not what we want. That's what we want. Well, hey, so we've got the Spotify, the song titles and whatnot on screen now. And we can go to, I was going to say, we can go to a desk down. You know what I've not done, though? There's something else I've not done. I meant to check. Some of these Terminators have got drippy bits on them, shall we say. Oh, I finished this miniature Friday night as well, which is based on Let's Make It Okay. It's a digger knob. She's chasing down this grot that's stolen her shiv. Yeah, so it's a digger knob. I'll just be running it as like either a knob biker or as an orc biker, an orc war biker in my force. Because it's on the right size base, it's the right size the majority of the model is the right size. It's just the rider itself that's a bit smaller. But that doesn't bother me, and I'm sure won't bother the people that I play against. I actually mainly wanted to do that, get that built up, because I want to get my Speed Freak set in a condition where I'm ready to play with it. But yeah, let's go to the desk down cam and check out the focal length and stuff. So this is how the Death Guard Terminators are coming on. Oh, one thing I've not done. I'll tell you what. I'll just get this in focus before I do anything else. Oh, I apologise for that disgusting noise that you may have just heard. You probably did just hear because I'm right next to the microphone. Desk cam. Move that over there. Configure video. Camera control. Zoom. Zoom in ever so slightly. Take off autofocus, switch to manual. About there. It's a little bit frustrating that my focus never seems to be as good as other people's focus, but you know, you get to see roughly what I'm working on. These are my dirty, drippy Death Guard boys. So you can see there's a lot of drippy bits on them, so one thing I'm going to do is just nip off into the background and grab my drippiest Death Guard model. Because I want to see. Here's an interesting one. I'll talk about this guy when I get back. You'll see me in shot still. I'll be jumping over boxes in the background. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of drippy bits on these boys, and I want to see how I've painted the drippy bits on previous Death Guard models. So I'll be back in 2 ticks, and we'll be cracking on with some Death Guard boys. And then after that, I've got some Space Marine Scouts to be finishing off as well. They're not far off finished, but yeah, I need to do some catching up on my 365, as I said. But we'll talk more about that in a second. No, I nearly died. So, Mr. Richard Smith, are you working on anything today yourself? Or is it just a chilled morning? Getting up, getting ready for a nice walk? Going to work today? Something exciting or less than exciting, perhaps? I'm just messing around with my system sound. Because I want to try and get the volume right for you guys, but have it low for me. Because I find it incredibly distracting. And I find it hard to talk when the music's too loud in my ears. But I want it so you can hear it as well. Let me have a play. Wait a minute. The system sounds right down. Let's turn that off a bit. I'll tell you what. I know what I need to do. Turn that down. And then turn this up. So hopefully now you can hear the Spotify sound quite well. If a little loud, I'm going to crank it right up there. So if you're wearing headphones, I apologise. Off to walk the ponies before it chucks it down. Yeah, it's best to get it done before the rain starts, isn't it? And then I'll turn this down here, so I can just barely hear that. And then it's still... Oh, we need to get to a louder part of the song. Yeah, so it's still quite loud by the looks of it. On OBS, the next song starts. It's not even registering on the... Oh, that's annoying. about there. I can barely cope with that even. Yeah, it's looking... I think it's rained in the night here, so yeah, it's best to get stuff like that done, I imagine, with ponies before the ground gets too mucky. I really don't know where these nurglings are off the bases. Walking with Gary, good morning. Just getting ready to go for a walk. Excellent. I wish I was getting ready to go for a walk, to be honest. Should have gone for a walk before I started the stream, really. So, in terms of the drippy stuff on the miniatures, I've gone for orange previously, so I'll stick with orange. Only problem is, the one with a few of the biggest, drippiest bits is this fella, who's already got a load of orange on him because of the beaver-style teeth that I've painted on him. It was an idea given to me by someone on a Twitch stream, and I was like, yeah, I like that idea. I googled beaver teeth, and they're really orangey. I think they've got iron in them or something, to make them tough so they can gnaw away at trees. Oh yeah, that's a bit louder now. Let's turn that down again. Oh no, wait a minute, let's turn it down on here. Right, it's hard to get this volume level right. Seems like that might be alright. So, it's hard to get the volume level right. It's still a little loud for me, so I'll just wear my headphones not quite on my ears. Yeah, so the idea is that these are beaver teeth that are sprouting through, or beaver-like teeth that are sprouting through the armour there. And I don't think it's going to be too much. It's not like he's got the drippy fluid all over him. He's got it on the back of the weapon there, on the front of the weapon there. Yeah, so I think it's going to be alright. It's just a bit worried it might overpower the miniature if he's got too much of it. This fella's got some drippiness on his axe. That could easily be blood though, and not the actual stuff that's dripping off the other miniatures. And then again, this guy on the sword. But yeah, we'll paint that orange. So it's good that I keep these Death Guard miniatures with a limited colour palette because of my contrast paints I've got. Because I was trying to paint them all with contrast paints basically, and I keep relatively limited colour palette, and I think it really works for the Death Guard range, but also helps me sort of focus and stay focused. So they've got greens, oranges, bones, greys and browns basically, and the brown's quite orangey as well, so that sort of leans into, this is one of my finished models, that sort of leans into the a couple of little conversions here. I put a couple of tentacles sprouting from his armour, and also it's a head swap on this fella. This guy's got an Nurgling on the base. This guy's not gone missing, so there we go. Yeah, so yeah, alright, I've got to do some catching up on my 365 challenge, but before I do, I'll just do a quick share-a-roo of this stream in a few Facebook groups and whatnot to see if I can get people to join me. Ooh, talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking at myself on the screen rather than the camera. Talk amongst yourselves. I keep pointing that out as well, which is probably a little bit irritating. But I'm not too bothered about that. Oh, I've got a new boom arm for my mic as well, by the way. So I can bring it closer, even when I lean right back in my chair. Oh, look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? Ah! That was probably quite loud. I apologise if I've deafened you. Share. Copy link. I've just used the same thumbnail as last week because I didn't have time to make a thumbnail. Considering I wanted to go live at 7:30. It was just after 7:30 really. Right, what am I doing? Come on, think, share. Facebook. Live now painting Death Guard and Space Marines. Jam Jar 34. Welcome to the stream, mate. I've not seen you for a little while. It's good to have you here. Are you getting anything done in the hobby kitchen today? Or are you getting up going for a walk or something? which seems quite a popular activity these days, more so than prior to 2020, let's say. Although going for a walk is always nice, I find. I say always nice. Sometimes if it's chucking it down, it's a bit less nice, but I don't mind the rain myself, so as long as you've got the right clothing, it's alright for me. Attempting to catch up with my hobby 365 challenge over on YouTube. Come and cheer me on. And tell me that you believe in me. Do I sound needy? Just got home from work, so chilling. Nice one. Triple chili emoji. I don't really know the difference between an emoji and an emote. I think they're probably more or less the same. David Simpson, welcome. What are you doing up at this ungodly hour? Well, I'm just getting ready to attempt to catch up on my 365 miniatures I'm trying to paint for the year. I fell a little behind. I'll go into more detail in a second on that. Not now. Share now. Yeah, so I fell a little bit behind. I'm roughly 6 days behind now, I think. Wow, that was louder than I thought it was going to be. I'll turn that down because it's quite close to the mic. Chilling Wargamers community group. Paste. Post. Yeah, so today I'm working on 3 Death Guard miniatures, which you can see on the hobby desk in front of you. Death Guard Terminators, big boys, big boys. Ah, he's fallen over. Yeah. And oh, I've posted. Nice. I didn't even realise I'd done that. I think I went into autopilot then. And then if I get them done, I'll try and finish off 3 Space Marine Scouts as well for Imperial Fists. Nick Tomlin. Morning, boss. Morning, mate. How you doing? How are they doing, lad? Next. Paste. Post. Ah, you're in the corner. Is that the naughty corner? Who's in the corner? Oh, I'm in the corner of the screen, right. Yes, I am in the corner. It must be the naughty corner, because I am a very naughty boy. Whenever I go onto Twitch, I say things that I don't say on YouTube. Not political. Well, I do express political opinions and stuff sometimes. But you're not supposed... Like, people say you're not supposed to, blah, 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 all that stuff. I think it just comes out naturally in conversation sometimes. But yeah, I do. I say naughty words and stuff on Twitch, whereas here it's all wholesome and family friendly and stuff. Although I am worried that now I stream on Twitch as well, I may end up sort of bringing that naughtiness across to my YouTube at some point, accidentally, inadvertently. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here in the chat, Mr. Tomlin. I always want to say Tomin. I think I'm thinking of Game of Thrones character. I know the name Tomlin, obviously. It's been around for years. But I always want to say Tomin. Because I'm a silly sausage. Oh, sausage. I fancy some of that today. Paste. Send. Right. I don't know whether to share it in a thingy as well. Discord. I don't think I will. Let me see what that channel is. Right. I will get to painting shortly. Yeah, I won't. Morning. time. Oh, I don't want a GIF. Or a GIF, as they are supposedly correctly pronounced. Right, let's get crack-a-lacking. Oh, let's move this mic back. Boom arm. We don't want it too close to the old air. Oh, look at that. That's too low. Fantastic. Yeah, so I noticed when I was watching video on demand on my Twitch the other day, the music was that low. I was speaking between the beats and it sounded amazing in my ears, but the music was that low you couldn't even hear it, so the whole effect was lost. When I come back to the video on demand, it just looks like I'm speaking in a really weird manner because I speak like that. Pause. Wait for another moment to speak. And it just seemed like I was just talking really weird. Got my 6 Plus Stevo mug, as you can see, on the go with a basically an Americano in an extra long, strong coffee. 2 of them. One thing I find weird about the DeLonghi coffee machines is the names of the coffees on them. Are you going to pick the... yeah, I'll do a video about this because everyone's asking it me. Are you going to pick up the Imperium magazines for the cheap Primaris? Answer, no. I might pick up the odd one, but I'm not going to be covering it on the channel and stuff like that. But I think I need to do a video about it because so many people are asking me. Like every time I do a live stream on YouTube especially, someone comes in and asks me because that's what people know me for on YouTube largely. The Conquest coverage. But yeah, short answer, no. And that's just because in my new job, I don't have the time to be covering a magazine like I did Conquest and like I attempted Mortal Realms. So yeah, and there's my not the best. Let's put a shadow over here if I can. I put a shadow on it. Nope, that's just blocking it out. Right, yeah, there's my not the best fluid in the tank thing, but I just wanted to look at it because I wanted to see the transition from yellow at the top to the sort of red at the bottom. Yeah, so I probably won't do the video. I'll try and do the video. Oh yeah, has anyone got any? Yeah. Oh no, that's no pustule bits. Oh no, you know what I've just realised? No, that's actually... I thought on this side, I thought that was like another glass bit, but it's not. It's just the, just like an iron piece that to like a wall of a tank. Let's see. Has anyone I've got here? Any of these miniatures got any pustules? Yeah, there's one on that guy. That's orangey. Most of the pustules I've done are orangey or yellowy, which is cool. Right, let's crack out some orange, I suppose, and yellow. Get some yellowy, orangey, drippy boys done. Yeah, so chances are you might see the odd magazine on the channel, but you're not going to see complete coverage like I did of Conquest. Ooh, I think this music's too chilled for today. I feel like I need to come in with a bit of heavier stuff, you know. Let me just get Spotify open. And we'll find a more suitable playlist for the mood I am in. What is that? Royalty-free rock for streaming? Yes, please. What's this song? This song is Love Me Back by Never Tell. Oh yes, cheeky cheeky. Right, let's get that back open. Oh, that's just gone. Oh no, it's because I moved my ears back. It covered my the headphones all of a sudden covered my ears better. Only pick it up as my daughter needs a captain, so $2.99. Yes, please. But the rest of it is pants. No orcs. Yeah, you have to pay for the premium if you want orcs. I'd like an orky one, but I'd also like loads of new orky miniatures. Not that I'm not one of those people that comes out and says, the orc range is so old, blah 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 blah. But some of the models are only about 4 years old, and some of them are even newer. Not many of them. But yeah, the orc. I would like some new orc models, but I'm not. I'm not complaining about the range we've got. I like the boys personally, as they are. But I know some people are like, oh, they're such old sculpts now, blah 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 blah. It's like, calm down. And this could well include you, by the way, Nick. So I'm probably taking the mickey out of you, or potentially taking the mickey out of you there when I do that voice and everything. But hey, everyone's got a right to their opinion, even if it's not as valid as my opinion. I am the be-all and end-all of orky opinions. Orc range is awesome. I'm biased, but it's great. More squigs, please, though. Yeah, definitely. I agree on that, more squigs. The reason I did the Rucker Truck squig sleigh at Christmas is because I wanted like a squig-heavy unit where the squigs just... They weren't just like shoved into a big box in the back of it. They were also pulling it along. So the Rucker Truck Squig Sleigh, if you've not seen it, it's basically like a Santa sleigh with the Red Gobbo pilot in it and a load of snotlings hanging off. It looks a bit like the Snotling Pump Wagon from Blood Bowl because I based it on that, and I used parts from that kit as well. But then it also... yeah, it's also like it represents on the battlefield a Rucker Truck Squig Buggy. So I used parts from that to like chuck the squigs in the back, so it's got squig launchers and stuff. Oh, I don't need to be sniffing right next to the microphone, do I? That's not a pleasant sound for you. I watched a film on Netflix last night. It was alright. Book smart. Took me a while to get into it though. I think I was just slightly distracted by my phone, to be honest. But then by the end of it, I'd had a good time, which is the main thing. Got a few more lined up. Also got the major drippy bit done on this guy. Yeah, so these teeth here that are sprouting through his armour, they might not look like teeth to you immediately at first glance. But these are based off of beaver teeth, which if you Google beaver teeth, they're really like some of them are like a deep red, some of them are like orangey, but they often come to this yellow point where they've been scraping away at the trees and stuff. So somebody gave me the idea on a Twitch stream, and I liked them so much, I bought them. I liked the London Broncos so much, I bought them. Who said that? Who said that? I think there's at least one person in this chat that might know who said that. I have. Loved it. May need to add that idea to my squig farm. Yeah. So feel free to steal the idea or tweak it slightly, whatever you like. It's not like I don't have a monopoly on these things, these units. You can buy it off me if you want for £1 million. Or 62 million, we'll say. Yeah, just call it an even 62 million. Is that how much? I think that's how much somebody bought a piece of digital artwork. I'm off camera, just realised. So do tell me if I'm off camera, not that I'll hear you, but yeah, do tell me if I'm off camera. That's how much I think somebody bought a piece of digital artwork for this week, £62 million. Which for something that can be copied, it's quite impressive that they've managed to convince someone to buy it for that. However, it can't quite be copied because it's got like certificates of authenticity and code in it that tells you which the original piece of artwork is. Can't paint Sigvald. He's for my paint along series, just thinking of what to paint. Sigvald's a great model, mate. I need to... Have you... I'm guessing you've started the paint along series already, because I think I'd seen that you'd started him, but I'm not entirely sure. But I need to check out one of your streams for the Sigvar model, if nothing else. Or is it the other one I've seen you paint, the one with the two models, one stood on the other's shoulders? I can't remember now. Bargain, I'll have 3. Yeah, you can have 3, mate. Just 186 million. Whip it out your back pocket. Yeah, let's make these pustules yellowy, I think, on the shoulder. Although I am tempted to try eyes at some point. I don't think it's going to be today, though. So for the most part, it looks like I've gone for yellow pustules on these miniatures, and boils and whatnot, and buboes. Buboes, boils, and pustules. That should be a whole series of videos. Buboes, boils, and pustules with Big Mac Dan Skull. Oh, look at that. That might do, in fact. Just add a little bit more at the bottom of this to sort of darken it up on the underside. And it'll look like I'm a decent painter if it dries right. You'll notice most of the time I don't slap on the contrast paint like GW say you should. Or say you can. You can do it that way, and sometimes it works really well. But other times it's better to add it in to... People often ask me how I paint with contrast paints because they can't get along with them. There's a lad on Instagram called the Squiglabowski. Check him out. Awesome conversions and stuff. Great green stuff work. He's recently made a Jacaro from a crypt school, I think. Fantastic green stuff sculptor and whatnot. But yeah, he really struggles to come to grips with contrast paints. So he tends not to use them, and he kind of asked me for tips, and I said to him, just do it. Just slap it on the miniature. And he does. He's tried it, but he can't quite get them to work for him. Yeah, I'm not the best teacher, it seems, when it comes to painting miniatures. Yeah, I have done sort of tutorial videos. Don't like the way that's gone on, but I can't decide whether I want to whip it off or not, so I'm going to just leave it. I think part of it is being, for me at least, part of it is being sort of fearless, and like, if you make a little mistake, it doesn't really matter. G the Hyper Sapien, welcome to another Big Mech Dan Skull live stream. Get the snacks and dressing gowns in. Dan's teaching advice, just do it. Yeah, that is pretty much, I think it's something to do with the fact that I used to work for Nike, so yeah, that's pretty much how I approach teaching people. Just do it, just do it, mate. Just try it, and you'll see how you get on. Make sure you check out G for all your Orky unboxing needs, and some non-GWs in there as well. But Orky nonetheless. Paint Along Series Episode 7, the other one I'm finding time to paint. None at the moment. I'm a bit conscious of this open pot of contrast paint there. I do like to boast that I've never knocked a wash over on screen. I've never knocked one over in real life either. And if I did, I wouldn't even share it. I might mention, oh, I've broken my duck or something like that in knocking over paints. But I have dropped a pot of paint before. The old Chaos Black from Games Workshop from the 90s range. You know what, actually? I couldn't say with 100% certainty that I've never knocked a pot of wash over or paint or shade or anything like that. Particularly liquidy paints. Check out Big Mech Dancer for his banter, snacks and dressing gown, and he's also a top geezer. Oh, thank you so much, G. Thank you so much. Yeah, I couldn't say with 100% certainty that I've never done it, simply because I was into the hobby when I was younger, and I don't remember a lot of those times. And since I've gotten back into the hobby, at least, that's one thing I can say. I've never knocked a pot of wash or shade over, or glaze or anything like that, or contrast paint. Oh, I was wondering why that bit was white. It's because it's a boil, bubo or pustule. That's what I should have called this stream. Boils, buboes and pustules. I think I'm dwelling on the boils, buboes and pustules a little bit too much, aren't I? I don't know what colour to paint the wrap on the hilt of the choppy sword there, the chopper. These Death Guard are looking fire! Thank you very much. G. I closed the Dark Angels contrast paint. And I didn't want to close it, so I put my weight on it and pressed down and it fell over. It was brand new. That is awful news, mate. Because these contrast paints, they don't come cheap. Especially not where you are, I imagine. I don't count it as knocking it over, though. Just a stubborn lid, yeah. It's the lid's fault. Blame the lid. Still tempted to paint an eyeball on one of those pustules. Now you've done it, Dan. Done what? Yeah, about $9 a pop. $9 a pop, man. Bad times. When I say I've never knocked one over, I just like to add, I've never knocked an open one over. Because I did knock that over right at the start of the stream. That Astra Militarum green. Still need to make that. Excuse me, still need to paint some wildwood on the top of the gun there where the wood is sprouting from it, or the antlers, whatever it is. Right, I can't decide what colour to do these cables on this weapon because the rest of the weapon is black. So I don't want to do it black. Have I pretty much gone round all of them? Wow, that's impressive. To be fair, there's not that many bits that I want to do in the yellow. Oh, I missed some teeth there. I'll just slap a bit of yellow on there as well. And I'll go over it with the orange probably. I might leave them yellow because they're quite small. Right, let's get the orange open. I need to go back in with some grey on that smoke as well on his axe. Coming out of the sensor on his axe. Everyone give the Big Mech a like. Thank you very much, G. Get those troops in line. Is it weird that I shape my paint at the end of using it as well as at the start of using it? I think it's probably a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, let's have a little stretch. Who likes bodily function noises? I know some people don't. I'm trying to stay back from the mic. I said so, I'm trying to stay back from the mic with this. Oh, and I swallow right next to the mic after I say that. So, whoopsie. How many models am I at? Let's find out. Let's find out live on stream. ASMR, ha 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 ha. Yeah, some people, I do it on Twitch more than on YouTube, on purpose anyway. Some people are a fan of my ASMR bits, but other people aren't. No, don't do it. So, according to this, I'm up to last Sunday with my painting. So that is how many miniatures? 29, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 miniatures. And we are now 72 days into the year, so I'm about 7 miniatures behind. Got 3 here that I'm close to finishing, and then 5 Space Marine Scouts as well. So that'll put me a day ahead. And I'm hoping to paint a batch of something this coming week as well. Jamjar and his chilly dinos rather. Jamjar loves the dinos. He's a dino man. Dino monster. Dino king. In the land of the dinosaurs, he would rule. I think I painted one. No worries, mate. Everyone paints at their own speed, don't they? And yours is probably better painted than mine. Have you finished that? Yeah, you had finished the Blood Bowl player, hadn't you? Is it Griff Oberwald or someone? I think you'd finished that one. Dinos are spicy. They certainly are. Have a few I'm working on still. Ah, right. It could be one of the ones you're working on then. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one you finished. It's a great job you've done on that one as well. Looks fantastic, mate. David, if you're still there as well, have you been painting any miniatures? Have you finished any this year? Or have you just not had the time? No worries, mate. No worries at all. It's all about that hobby love, isn't it? Spread that hobby love. There's absolutely zero attempts at a blend there. I've just gone from a yellow, bang, to orange. Spent most of my painting time on Cyborg Boss. Nice. Very nice. That was for the February challenge, was it? Bizarre thing to share, but I just found the grip of my hobby knife that I lost months ago. Time to smash the rest of the day. Yes, that's what you need, mate. A nice little boost to the start of your day. To encourage you to approach it like a boss strutting down a street in a 70s B movie. No, not in a 70s B movie. In a 70s, what's his name? I was going to say Danny DeVito movie. In a 70s... The guy that plays Danny Zuko, John Travolta, Saturday Night Fever, or Night Fever. Is it Saturday Night Fever, the movie? I think it is. And the song is Night Fever. But it's the Gear Guy model I've been... trying to suppress another sneeze. I've been sharing spent a few hours doing weathering yesterday. Nice. When you say Gear Guy, is it Gear Guts you meant to say there, but it's auto corrected you or something? Gear Guts, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'm going to pick up a few Gear Guts models soon. He's doing one of Orky from the Twitch channel. Let's make it Orky. My Twitch friend. Let's make it Orky. So I'll be picking that one up, and I think I'll pick up a load that is based off of people in the community. Because I've been eyeing up for months and months the War Bosses models. I might not. I might just pick up a couple to start and then go back at a later date to pick up more. Yeah, I need to take my time to write English. Yeah, it's like it's not your main language anymore, is it? This cyborg was a freebie. Nice, excellent stuff. Damn Australians. Making you speak like a dingo eating your baby. Eating a baby, not your baby. Trying to shorten everything till it no longer makes sense, exactly. As bad as them lot from the Black Country. Just a little test to see if a certain squig painting maniac had popped into a YouTube video of mine. He's clearly not. Gear Guts gear is lush. Still trying to find my giant squig dog thing. Nice. What's my favourite toast? What's my favourite of the toast spreads? My favourite of the toast spreads. I'm a big fan of a chocolate spread, so like a hazelnutty chocolate spread. Nutella being prime amongst them in the industry. Yeah, big fan of that. And I mean, I like butter, but it doesn't have to be real butter. It can be like Clover for me. Just a load of butter slathered on, so it's still like solid in places. And yeah, like I am partial to peanut butter and jam as well. Not jelly, because that'd be a weird thing to have on bread, wouldn't it? I probably painted most of these models off screen. I'm quite just realised I keep drifting off screen, so do remind me to stay on target every now and again. Yeah, probably I'd say if I had to pick one and I couldn't mix a couple, I'd probably say, yeah, hazelnutty chocolate spreads. I just keep buying the Lidl one at the minute because most of my shopping's done at Lidl and it's cheaper than the Nutella one. Nutella. He loves his Vegemite jelly. Where's Nick Bear? Where is Nick Bear? Yeah, I've never had Vegemite. I've had Marmite, but not Vegemite. I hear there is a difference. They're both, I think, made from yeast extract, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Marmite. I'll try it every now and again, but don't particularly enjoy it. I enjoy Twiglets more than Marmite. Oh, you rascal. I am indeed a rascal. It's basically a stronger version. I probably won't like it then. I imagine you can get it in supermarkets over here by now. But yeah, I've never been want to seek it out. Basically Marmite, but will make your lips pucker like a lemon. Nice. You know what? I don't find my lips pucker with lemons. They used to when I was a kid, like, ooh, that's sour. But like now it's like, I find lemons quite sweet now compared to when I was a kid. I know your taste buds change over time and that, but that did surprise me when I first noticed it. It was like, I actually find that quite pleasant to consume now. That's not too bad, that one, with the excessiveness of orange on it. I was a bit worried it was going to be overpowering, but I mean it is a bit much, but with all the orange teeth and then the orange drippiness, but it's not too bad. This song always reminds me of love screaming, everything I want. I can't remember what song it is or who sings it. I feel like it's an emo song, but I can't remember. Oh no, look at that. He's got a big pustule on his knee that I've missed. Let's just do it in orange, eh? Oh my god, that's gone too drippy, too watery. Got too much water on my brush. Yeah, I think I'll just go back in with the thingy on that one. Nasdrag yellow. It'll put hairs on the hairs on your chest. It makes sense. If that makes sense, rather. That to me says it'll split the hairs on your chest. Yeah, I get what you mean though. It's strong stuff. That's one thing I've got to remember about YouTube versus Twitch. The music I choose, this music has got naughty words in, but I feel like it's less noticeable than me actually saying the naughty words. And if I don't bring attention to it, no one will notice. That's really cold. I've got Lidl's Italian beans today in my coffee, and you know, it's strong and tobacco-y tasting. I do like the Colombian beans as well that they do, but the batch I got recently, they just seem a bit like lacking in something, like coffee or something, lacking in coffee flavour. It tastes a little more, I was going to say smooth, but it tastes a little more fruity, I think, than caramelly, which it regularly tastes of. Normally tastes of. Coffee completed it. Right, let's just get a bit of this. A little bit at the bottom of that one on his back. Got a cheeky bit of orange there. Oh, knocking my camera like a cheeky chappy. When will lockdown be over, Big Mac? Well, I don't know, like 2020 something. Oh, I've got some terrain that I intend to give to you, David, that I won on a charity stream. So I'll send you some pictures later, hopefully. If you want it, that is. Oh, I absolutely messed that up. Don't you just look? It doesn't look bad on camera, actually. That one on his back there, it looks alright on camera, so I'm not panicking. Yeah, when will lockdown be over? That's the question that everybody wants answering. I'm not sure I am the oracle you believe me to be, to give you the correct answer, unfortunately. I still have brown sauce in my cupboard waiting for your next visit. And it's not a euphemism. Oh, excellent. I'm honoured that you got brown sauce just for me, to be honest. Next step, black pudding. Do you eat black pudding? Out of interest. I am partial to a bit of black pudding. I think we all know that. Right, where's my water? My drinking water, that is. Not my rinsing water. Right. They're looking alright, these lads, but it's doing me head in, like wondering where the old where the Nurglings have gone off the bases. I'm missing 2 Nurglings. I haven't. Tommy and my dad do. I've been thinking of trying it recently though. So you've not even tried it? That does surprise me. It's good to know you're open to it though. I mean, you've got to explore new things in life, haven't you? Some people are just flat out, nope, I'm not putting that in my mouth. But it's like, just got to try it. You might like it. Reach across the microphone. Wildwood, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I love a bit of black pudding. Bacon and black pudding, or bacon and mushroom and brown sauce. Haven't tried it, G. I bet you can't get it in Australia. Pop back over here for a bit, and then you can try it, can't you? I was having a discussion with a lady about black pudding just the other week, when I was picking my car up from a service. She was adamant that the best black pudding came from Berry Market, which Bury, the town Bury, just near Manchester, is famous for its black pudding. That's one thing it's famous for. Probably the only thing it's famous for. It's... Oh, you've had black pudding. What haven't you tried then? Oh, David hasn't tried it. That's what you're saying. Yeah, you are shocked, right? In England and in Australia, we are British after all. British, I assume. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It is surprising when someone's not tried it, especially when it's someone my age. I'm a big fan, unless they're like not British in origin or something like that, or of a different ethnicity or something. You can understand it then, but I always find it weird when native British people haven't tried it. Don't be weird. Yeah, you were saying it to David. You were rather saying it to David. Yeah. Why did I not leave this on the painting handle? I've taken it off to slap some wildwood on his on the antler sprouting from his gum. British. That time I tried to write British and it changed it to British. Oh, you better give up. I think you better give up. You can't get your words out correctly. Clearly. You try to write British and it changes it to British. You try to write British, it changes it to British. You're having a bad evening, mate, aren't you? Excuse me, Mr. Danskull. Certain jam jar has apparently been banned from your chat. What? Why has jam jar been banned from my chat? That's weird. Oh, you know what? I don't even know how to fix that. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try and... Let me just finish this little bit of a model, and I'll try and get jam jar back into the chat, because that is a disgrace. I've not even got any mods in today, so I don't know how that's happened. Must have been an auto mod thing. I wonder if he put a load of spicy dinosaur emotes in, and it's like Nightbot's coming and banned him randomly for spamming emotes. Because I know he does like his spicy dinosaur emotes. Just try to slap a bit more paint on this before it starts to dry. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second for you, Jam Jar. Mr. James Jar. If that is your real name. Emojis get you banned. Yeah, they do sometimes. Nightbot goes mad for it sometimes. I know it booted someone out for posting links once in my Twitch, where my Twitch is link friendly. But Nightbot wasn't to know that, and it just banned someone. Or it timed them out for ages. So what I'll try and do is get Jam Jar back in now. Because he was on fire in the chat earlier. Let's clear a path for my... let's go to my big face, shall we? So you can look at my concentrating face as I try and recover Jam Jar. And write him, wow. Yeah, it doesn't like it when you spam things. Wow, I'm drifting out of shot. Just look at the Necromunda box behind me. This is very big face, actually. Let's move that back so you can see my messy room. Oh, look at my messy room. Tidy your room, kids. Tidy your room. Mr. Mini Dreams, good morning. It's been some time since I popped in. Just checking I've got no open pots before I lean across my desk. Hope you're well, and great to see the Death Guard. I love my Death Guard army collection. Yeah, Death Guard's fantastic. It's fantastic to have you here as well, mate. The more the merrier today, the more the merrier. I'm just trying to recover one of our main chatters of the day who has apparently been booted out of my chat for some reason, and I don't know why. So, the trouble is YouTube isn't the best at making things clear. Toggle timestamps, participants. Let's click on participants. Now, he's not even in there. Come back. YouTube don't make it easy to work out, to find things like where people have been banned. Can I manage? The stream has been accessed again from the manage list. Exiting it will not end stream if it is currently live. This stream can be accessed again from the managed list. Okay, let's exit. So I should still be live after I do this. I just want to manage and see if I can recover Mr. James Jar. If I can't, I'll have to do it another time. Yeah, it looks like I'm still alive. Right, it's not that I want. Stream, webcam, stream. There's no clear information here, unfortunately. Analytics, viewer activity, stream health. Let's click on viewer activity, see if... No, it just tells me about super chats or lack thereof. That's not a hint to do super chats, by the way. Stream health is excellent. Analytics are excellent. Send feedback. No, that's not what I want. I can't... Oh, let's go up to Jamjar's last comment and see if I can click on him as a user. Pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, add as moderator. Remove, put user in timeout. Right, I'm going to try something, Jamjar, if you're still there watching. I'm going to put you in a timeout. And then, hopefully, when that timeout's over, you'll be able to type again. So I'll put you in a timeout. It doesn't even give me an option for how long to put you in a timeout. Hopefully I can just remove timeout. Remove, report, pin message, hide user on this channel. I could add you as a moderator. I've now deleted all your messages, Jamjar. You'll be ecstatic, I'm sure, to know. I don't know what I'm doing on this side of things. Twitch is easier to... It's got more interactive features in terms of... I'm going to add you as a moderator, Jamjar, and hopefully you'll return to us. Jamjar is now a moderator for my channel. Yeah, just keep the swearing and stuff to a minimum. Oh, it was a 300-second timeout, so that's what, 5 minutes? I don't know why it's... Morning, Roxy, how you doing? Welcome to, or, you know, good middle of the night to you, Roxy. Welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here, as always. Jamjar, if you could for me, try and type something in the chat now. I want to see, and make it words rather than loads of dinosaur emotes. Because I want to see if you can actually type anything, because I've added you as a moderator. Yeah, there's been a mild miscarriage of justice, Roxy, and Jamjar's been banned from the chat for some reason, and I have no idea why, because I've not banned him. There's no moderators watching. So what I've done is made Jamjar a moderator. It's 4:30. It's morning enough. Yeah, it is morning enough. That's the sort of time I wake up. I woke up at about that time on Saturday. Yeah, so there we go. Saturday was yesterday. I've lost track of the days completely this weekend. I don't know why. Big tech dance school, but not very good with tech. That's the problem. Oh, the ban will be a timeout, and I've just given him another one. There we go. That's probably fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, I don't get why it's banned him, because it didn't delete any of his messages or anything. View deleted messages. Can I reinstate that message? Put user in timeout, hide user, remove moderator. Others. Oh no, that's... Right, so Jamjar, you might just have to wait for you might just have to wait for 5 minutes before you can put something in the chat. I don't know why it's timed you out though, or banned you or anything. It's just a bizarre occurrence. It might just be a glitch with YouTube. Now we've had that drama, let's get back to the painting side of things, shall we? And hopefully Jamjar will return to us and not get bored and wander off into the wilderness and be attacked by a pack of wolves or something, because that won't be cool. Not cool at all. I'm sure he's got his army of dinosaurs to protect him though. Back to the desk, and there's nothing on it. Yeah, so I've got the Death Guard I'm working on, with a severe lack of nurglings on the bases at the minute. What was I going to do on this fella? Oh, I was going to pop him off the base, wasn't I? I should really address that smoke first, though. Let's get him back on his painting handle, so I can hold him properly with the... It was Marcos. It probably was Marcos. He's always banning people left, right, and centre. Marcos banned Roxy a few weeks ago. If you weren't around to see it, the drama was real with Marcos. Yeah. Marcos was in work. My face is getting bigger. Marcos was in work. When I do that, though, it's going to blind you, isn't it? Marcos was in work and answered his phone while he was watching the stream, and his ear banned Roxy from the chat. The bot did it. Yeah, it must have been the bot. Is Pickle Jar and Jam Jar the same person? No. Pickle Jar and Jam Jar are two very different people, but both fine, upstanding citizens of the hobby community. That's for sure. He's drunk with power. He is drunk with power. He's not even come into the chat to greet me this time. He's just sneakily do it from the sidelines like a morker. Like a true morker. And I'm proud of him for that, because showing your true morker colours is a fine thing to do. At the opportune moment. Oh, I've gone blurry. Right, it's sorted. That was scary. I thought I'd actually gone blurry in person then. I was quite worried. I think I might change the colour of the smoke on these fellas, you know. I might add some athematic blue to it. Have you seen them both in a room at the same time? I've not. You know what? I've not. But I know one looks like Matt Berry or Matt Ward, and the other looks like... I'm trying to think who Jam Jar looks like. I don't know who Jam Jar looks like, you know. I'm sure he's got a face that looks like someone, though. But I don't know who. Oh, Dan, you're wearing my favourite shirt. You know what? I saw this shirt on the side, Roxy, and I thought, I'll put that on today. In case Roxy pops in. Because I know it's your favourite. It's just CGI. So I've not really gone blurry. Are you sure? Because I am a bit worried that I might have gone blurry in person. I hope Jam Jar returns soon. Because my chat will be a duller place without him. Oh, that's too blue. And I think that's just one too many colours as well. What I'm going to do now is get some water. Where's my water? I've moved my water and I don't know where I've moved it to. Have I knocked it over? Have I flung it away somewhere? Ah, it's on the floor. The trouble is, it's sort of a similar colour to my floor at the minute, the water. Or in the shadows, it looks like my floor's not actually that colour, but in the shadows, it looks a similar colour. It's just a special effect. My production value is increasing. Thank you. It's good to know that my YouTube abilities are increasing even without me trying. We're all boring gits. Yeah, you are all boring gits. That's why we need Jam Jar back. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Here, I'll share a few dinosaurs. Thank you very much, G. Thank you. Makes me feel like he's around. In spirit, if nothing else. I mean, I'm sure he's actually around watching. Hey, check this blue out on my hand. Can you see that blue? I mean, I'll put it there for you. That blue out on my hand, that's ink from a real pen. I decided to put a pen in the washing machine yesterday. Because, you know, why not? So I put a pen in the washing machine and only two little splodges got onto a shirt that I used for work, but it's just on the back of it, and I rarely wear the shirt without anything over it, so I thought, you know what, I'll just try and scrub it out as best I can. And I got blue all over my hands, but the blue, I was like, that looks like a really nice blue. I'd like to break open some of these cheap biros and use that blue on miniatures. It actually looks not far off athematic blue. Let's see if it does on screen. Yeah, it's like, it's not a dissimilar blue, that, is it? In my opinion, it's not. Anyway, I need some more water. How long's it been since I timed out Jam Jar? and then added him as a moderator. I want to see if there's anything else I can do. So you click on that, it just says participants pop out chat, toggle timestamps. My eyes are blurry. Oh no. Can I edit that? I think that just edits my live chat. Here we go, wait a minute. 60 seconds between messages? No, we don't want that. Allow chat replay. Edit moderators. Blacklisted words and more from your community settings. You know what? Let's click on that. I want to see if I can remove these timeouts from Jamjar. How many? I've got 7 moderators in here. Wow. Only one of them's here, but he's banned. That's actually red ink. What? No way. Hidden users. I've got 3 of them. Blocked words. I've got no blocked words. Permissions. I can't get why Jamjar's been banned. Jamjar has returned. Yeah, so Jamjar's back and he's now got a spanner with him as well. Use that spanner to break back into the chat. That's the way you do it, isn't it? So Jamjar's back fantastically. He will notice one day. I wonder how long the delay is on this chat. No, I've just done that on screen, which is the spanner bit. So there we go. Hang on. The herd just attacked the bot. Right. Blacklist me harder, daddy. I'll blacklist you as hard as you like. As hard as you like. This is a wholesome stream for wholesome people. That's why I'm shaking this pot off screen. I don't want you to think I'm doing anything untoward. Like Mario breaking bricks. That's how we do. How we do. You better leave, G. You better leave. I wonder if I'll get the same effect if I put a little bit of the Athematic Blue on the smoke I've already done. And what colour should I go for the wood on there? I don't want to do it wildwood because he's already got a load of wildwood on him. Maybe if I do it, I've got an idea. I've got an idea and it might not work. Catch you later, guys. Have a lovely stream and day. You know what? I thought that was Jamjar saying that, but it's you, Richard Smith. So have a great day, mate. Get them ponies sorted. I think it was you that said about the ponies earlier, wasn't it? Just killing bot now. No worries, mate. Just take all the nuts off the bot and then just release its innards all over the hobby kitchen, mate. Have a great day, Richard. Have a great day. Well, I thought there was a tentacle in there then, a rogue tentacle, but there's not. Yeah, so my idea for the handle on this axe is paint it with Gorgrunter fur and then go over it with Basilicanum Grey or Black Templar, I'm not sure which. Too many emojis, lol. Yeah, it was probably, you probably filled the chat with emojis and then the bot banned you, didn't it? I imagine. I thought that might have been the case. Because I know you do love spamming the emotes when you can. But Nightbot's not even said anything in my chat today, which normally if it's on, it says something, but it just got a bit out of hand there, didn't it? Decided to lurk in the shadows, waiting for someone to put a foot wrong and then step in when it felt they did. Oh, look at that brush there. That's not a fine point, is it? Oh, that's better. Let's see what's going off in the Discord while I'm here. sat at my hobby desk. General. Oh. Yeah, so the problem with putting just Go Grunter Fur down would be the sensor and all the trim and everything. They're Go Grunter Fur as well. So it'll make it look like, because I've sort of managed to fool your eye with the trim, making it look like sort of a really tarnished bronze look. And if I do just Go Grunter Fur on the axe handle as well, then it'll make it look like that's brass as well. That tip was thick, thickest tip you've ever seen. Right, what am I doing? I wanted to get my thingy back open, didn't I? OBS. Money Supermarket. Yeah, so it'll make it look like the axe handle is bronze if I just leave it as Go Grunter Fur, so that's why I'm going to put another colour over the top of it and hope that it changes it sufficiently. Naughty Jam Jar! Hope it changes it sufficiently to the point where it doesn't look like the same colour as... Trouble is I can't get to that back of the handle there, probably without getting paint all over the miniature where I don't want to get it. I'm hoping it'll just run round magically as I paint it on one side then the other. Oh no. Oh no. Can you see there's a little white bit in between there, where I'm trying to get the paint at the minute and I can't quite get it in there. I could just go in with a smaller brush. Oh, it's Mother's Day today, isn't it, in the UK? I don't know if it's Mother's Day anywhere else in the world. I don't think it's a global thing, is it? We just all do it on different days. Which gets confusing when YouTube starts showing you adverts for Mother's or Father's Day. And it's not in your country. A wholesome stream for wholesome people. That's right. That's what you need on a Sunday morning, isn't it? With thick tips all round. What do you mean that's not wholesome? Right. Oh, that's a pointy tip, isn't it now? I wonder what would happen if I painted over my camera in contrast paint. Would it just act like a filter? Right, I think I'll wait for that axe handle to dry. Not sure what colours I want to do that in. Just going to pick up a green and do it. Because sometimes you've just got to do it. Exactly, Roxy. It is shocking that I'm doing a wholesome stream for wholesome people. With no emotes allowed, according to Nightbot. Yeah, I'm just going to slap some green on here and hope for the best. Nike, Dan? Did you mean to say Night, G? I don't know what's going on in the chat at the minute. Schwat. Schwat what? Yeah, well, that's added a bit of colour. It's not necessarily the colour I wanted on there, but it's better than the colour I had, which was none. AKA the base colour, the primer. Right, this is the point where... This is the part where the wrap breaks down. I'm going to pop these big boys off the bases. Oh. Be careful of the emojis. Naughty timeout bot. Exactly. You've got to be careful in here because you will get a timeout. Because the bot is boss. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to put the texture paint on the base now. Just whacking back on there, I think. Being careful not to go over the areas where there is like a silhouette of a foot or one of these things. A nurgling. I hope I find those nurglings at some point. Because it's a little bit frustrating that I don't know where they've gone. I think they've just got up and walked around the plague pit somewhere. Oh! Had to change that from an osh to an oosh. But I don't think I was very convincing, was I? Chilling wargamers in the house. Good morrow, sexy people. I'm assuming it's Spud, you see. So that's my Spud impression. Look at all these heroes in the chat. That's not a very good Spud impression. I lost it straight away there, didn't I? Quite the poke you did there, exactly. I'm all about the poke. All about that poke. Oh, it's the one and only legend of all spices, Jam Jar 34. AKA Mr. James Jar. Right, I've got to put these in the right order now, haven't I? Oh, the good thing is I've got pictures of them, so it shouldn't be too hard to put them back in the correct order. Oh, this guy. Oh, no, it's okay. You're my hero. Roxy, you are my favourite follower. Thank you. You are a legend, Roxy. Not my words, by the way, Roxy. Sorry to disappoint you. Spicy Spud Kings. Legends? Words. Sad times. Oh, I can't get that one out. Have I glued that one in? I hope not. Oh, it feels like it's glued in. I didn't want it glued in. I'm going to scratch my ear with this. It's the magic Mr. G. Favoritism. Don't worry, G. Spud likes you too. Spud is accepting of one and all. Oh, there we go. Ooh, what a release. What a release that was. He shot off there like a rocket as soon as he popped out of position. The question is, should I take the Nurgly blob off the base as well? I think I should. How is everyone this fine, wonderful day of positiveness? That is the ultimate question, isn't it? I'm doing fine. Everyone else in the chat seems to be good as well. But I'll let them update you on their own feelings about the day. Oh, there we go. We've got 3 sexy bases on screen. Well, not 3 on screen, but we've got 3 sexy bases on screen. I'm about to base the heck out of them. Base the heck out of them. I've got really itchy ears today, and I don't know why. Oh. Oh, let's do a stretch. Do a stretch. You can look at my mouth, chest for a bit. I did have my Orc t-shirt on under this as well. But then, I was brushing my teeth, and my toothpaste went right down the middle of it. Oh, you know what? It looks like I've got toothpaste on here as well. Or something, anyway, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. It's probably my dinner from one night. Ah, never mind. Right, let's get some spicy astrogranite / astrogranite debris on these bad boys. I'm fine as always. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Roxy, have you been hanging out outside Spud's window? Yeah, toothpaste, G. Don't you insinuate other things. This isn't the time or place for that. Like I said, this is a wholesome stream for wholesome people. Henry Cavill's toothpaste all over my chest. Jamjar's got a spanner, waving it around like an absolute madman in the chat. Swinging that ban spanner. Banning himself. I don't know why I'm shaking this. I always shake texture paints because I'm an oddity. I am an oddity. But texture paints don't really seem to need shaking a lot of the time. Sometimes the medium separates though. Where's the other one? There. Like this one, it seems to separate a fair bit, the astrogranite debris. But the astrogranite less so, I'd say. Hello, Daka, Flacker, Flame, and welcome to the spiciest chat of all. 901. Spabana, yeah, it's a Spabana that he's swinging like a lunatic. Yes. I think, yes. Get a few chilling wargamers joining in now. I reckon because the chilling wargamer Discord is normally about an hour late with posting that you've gone live. Recently. It's not something that I know how to fix. So I've got no suggestions. We'll leave that to Pickle. El Piccolo. Did everybody watch the Spiciness the other night on Thursday? That was a Chilling Wargamers live show. It was superb. Greatest episode ever, I've heard. With the one, the only. Let's make it Orky on the show. One of my favourites. Not gonna lie. I don't know if you know this. Bit of a fan. I'd follow that boss to the ends of the universe. I watched it. It was not a bad show. It wasn't a bad show at all. It was non-stop wargaming as always. Oh, crumbs. Spud, you have a lovely window. A lovely, lovely window. Does he keep it clean, Roxy? That's the important thing. Because my windows... I mean, I need new windows. Good thing I work for a window company at the moment. Because I might be investing in some new windows soon. But yeah, my windows aren't very clean. That's a major issue with mine, so... Though my windows may, from a distance, be lovely, when you get up close or when you see the light coming through them, you'll realise they're not very clean, so they don't look quite so lovely as they might. My plan in life is to one day be someone's favourite. I mean, that's all anyone can and should aspire to be. These bases I will adorn one day with some spicy tufts. I got these tufts from Crafty Scenics. I don't know which tufts I'm going to use. These ones are the burnt variant pack, which can look like dead grass almost, but not really dried out like I might want them to look. And then I've got some... Did I say they're from Crafty Scenics? They're from Crafty Scenics. If I didn't say, you can find them on Etsy and eBay. I've got some brush collection ones there. Or bush collection ones, rather. I've got some spicy red ones and some sneak preview black ones. Love them. I think they're actually released now. So I didn't get to do a sneak preview. But I was thinking of saving them for my Necron bases, potentially. Yeah, there's the red ones in all their glory. And some others. Winter collection. Yeah, so I'm not sure which tufts I'm going to go for, but I think most of my bases in the future are going to have some form of tuft or another, just to add a bit more to them, because I feel like they're quite lacking. So this miniature, for example, of Shiv Boss Orky, the biker digger knob, it just looked a bit empty, the base, so I stuck a tuft on it, and it looks alright now. I didn't want to put one of the red ones on there, because I thought there was too much red on the miniature already. But yeah, this is a digger knob conversion that I've done, where this little snotling has grabbed the boss's favourite Shiv and made a run for it to, you know, take part in the Grot Revolution, obviously. So the boss is after him, and he's being hunted down by the boss. I don't want to put that there, actually, because I feel like that might fall over. I'll put it over here. Over here. It's not very clean now from Roxy being so close. Breathing all over it, I bet. Sorry, I got drool on your window. Good job it wasn't open and there weren't any Forge World models flying out of it, I've got to say. Because it could be a dangerous place to stand if you're... if Herr Spudster was working on any Forge World and got a little bit frustrated. I've heard there's been sightings in the area of flying resin in the past. Reports come in of injuries sustained by small children. As they played outside innocently, minding their own business. Oh, here's one thing I should have done before I did this. I should have painted the bases black, because I've made that mistake on the scouts I was doing, and I need to go in and address that. You can get purple ones too from Crafty Scenics. I think they are going to do I don't think you can at the minute, but I think they are going to do purple ones on Crafty Scenics at some point. I know other companies do Crafty Scenics. Other companies do purple ones, but yeah, I think Crafty Scenics at the moment don't, but I think they are going to expand into them at some point in the future. I am doing such a bad job of applying this texture paint, it's taking me forever. My Invictus Dreadnought nearly got launched the other night. Nice. Invictus! The Invictus Games has a Dreadnought. Amazing. Coffee stirrers. Useless. Useless items. What do people think about coffee stirrers in the hobby? Because I know somebody who was surprised and amazed to learn how many hobbyists out there have coffee stirrers, a collection of coffee stirrers. A person that shall be unnamed, that may or may not have been on the Chilling More Gamers show the other night on Thursday. And yeah, said person was very surprised and exclaimed, "How many coffee stirrers do you guys have?" Because it seems like everybody uses coffee stirrers to do stuff. It's like you can buy a bag of 1,000 or something for a £5, or every time you go to Starbucks or somewhere, you can just grab a handful. Or, you know, a small amount. You know, an amount that you see as not taking the mickey. A child's handful, let's say. I think I need some of these tufts. Yeah, you do need some of these tufts. Crafty Scenics. Just Google Crafty Scenics or go to Etsy and type in... I think I tried going to Etsy and typing in Crafty Scenics and I couldn't find... the search wasn't very helpful, the search function on Etsy. But if you go to Instagram and find Crafty Scenics on Instagram, then there's a link tree, I think. Or a link at least to the eBay shop of Crafty Scenics. I think the eBay shop gets updated a little bit quicker than the Etsy store, if I remember rightly. That's why I bought mine off eBay, because it had a few more tufts on there. Daka Flacka Flame, you are 27% more likely to roll ones if you don't have coffee stirrers on your person. That's what I've heard too. That's why I always carry around at least 3 coffee stirrers in each sock. Because if I lose 1, then I've got 2 more. If I lose 2, then I've got 1 more in one sock. And then if I lose that one, I've got 3 more in the other sock, and so on and so forth. You got to play the game, haven't you? I don't like the way this is going on. I'll be honest. Gem is a gem. Gem is a gem. Gem is a diamond. Really wish I knew where these Nurglings were so I could just test them on this base. You follow them on Instagram, nice one. Yeah, check out their links then, and you'll see the spiciness that is all of the base collections. I think they're looking at moving into base toppers soon, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So for like Blood Bowl and stuff like that, it'd be excellent purchases to be made. But yeah, I'm not 100%, don't quote me on that, but I think they are. And if you want something they've not got, then ask the question as well. Because without asking, they might not be aware it's something people want. I am totally a rock. What music is this? This is totally my jam. I don't know what music. This is off the on Spotify. This is the royalty-free rock playlist. This particular song is called Lighthouses, or Lighthouse by the looks of it. Let me have a look. Lighthouse, and it's called Loveless. The music is on the bottom left-hand corner of my screen here. But sometimes I know it's a bit difficult to see. It's a bit bigger here on the top left-hand corner of my screen now. Yeah, but if you were talking about the previous song, I don't know what that one was. But this one is Lighthouse Loveless. I could skip back for you, but I'm not really. Because I'm an horrible git. But I think you mean this one anyway, because it's a long way into it. Oh, no, I want that there. And I want that there. Oh, spicy. I have to check that out. Yeah, check it out, mate. If you can't find this particular playlist, or, you know, the particular band or anything, give me a shout on Facebook or Discord or whatever, and I'll link you up to the playlist. It's the same one Orky uses on her Twitch streams, I think. I did start the stream with a nice chill playlist, but I felt it wasn't doing my energy levels justice. So I had to, or any favours rather, so I had to spice it up a bit with this rock one. That's too much. That's just too much there. Look at that. It's too high. Too high. Ooh, I've just added it. Great stuff. Oh, hello. Who's Roxy saying hello to? Oh, my big face, probably. Probably my big face. Metal is the best. Death to all but metal. Beggars, beggars. It beggars belief. I can't get this. Trouble is, with my coffee stirrer, this particular coffee stirrer, it's got way too much texture paint on it, I feel like. I'm trying to scrape some of it off on the edge here. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hold one above the other. One above the other. Oh, well, it just came straight off onto the coffee stirrer, didn't it? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not a metal fan. I'm not a fan of painting metallics. I'll tell you that for nothing. She said hello to me through the windows. Oh. How many windows are between you and her? Do you have extra thick glass to protect yourself, Spud? Oh my Gideon, I'm painting like a child here. Look at that, finger painting. Hi! Hi everybody! How are you today? That sounds like a pop punk song, it does to me too. I mean, that's like the ultimate question, isn't it? Like, how many windows are between you and someone you love? That's a really deep question and a deep thought for the day. So I want you to think about that all day long. Bear it in mind as you're walking around the shops, getting your weekly big shop, getting your bread, picking up your milk off the shelf, and just think to yourself, how many windows are between me and my love? Just spend a day contemplating that. Double glazed. What you want laminated windows. They cut out a lot of the sound. My love being Spud, exactly. Yeah, you get laminated windows, it'll cut out a lot of the sound if you live on a busy road or anything like that. Get laminated windows, you pay a lot more for them, but a laminated glass, that is. Pay a lot more for them, but does a lot of favours for you. Especially if you're a world famous YouTuber / Twitch streamer like me. I think when I get windows, I think I'll have to get laminated on the front. I'm going to close that pot because this is doing me head in. I'm going to get the other pot out, crack out the astrogranite debris now. The big guns for this one. I'm going to start off the base with some astrogranite debris and fill in all, if I can find the astrogranite debris because it's gone walkies. And then fill in all the gaps with astrogranite. Where has the astrogranite debris gone? That is the question. Let's just contemplate for a moment. There it is. That's all you've got to do. Just contemplate. Take a deep breath and just think, where would I be if I was a pot of astrogranite debris? And then it'll reveal itself to you. It'll reveal its deepest, darkest secrets. So I said to my mum last week, what do you want for Mother's Day? And she said, I don't know, she started talking about something else, I think. So it's like, well, if you're not going to tell me, I'll just have to get you some flowers. So we just got some flowers. Going to take them down in a bit. Say hello, happy Mother's Day. Throw the flowers at her from a safe distance. and then leg it. So that's my plans for the day. What's everyone else up to? Oh, and do my big shop as well, my Sunday big shop, and contemplate how many windows are there between me and my love. I got an itchy ear, my ear is here, not here. Hey guys, James Meeks. Welcome, James Meeks. I am honoured by your presence. Meeks, Meeks, slap them cheeks. I'm currently basing 3 Death Guard Terminator minis that come with the Lord Felthius miniature, which appear to be no longer available on the GW website, because I did do a quick search just to get the image up. This is Lord Felthius, but I've changed his head slightly. I took the lower half of his head. You can't really see it on camera. It's, you know, not the best focus. But I took basically the lower half of his head, so a grinning face, and I sliced that off. And then I took a marine helmet and sliced the front of that off. And then I glued the grinning face on to the front of the marine helmet. And then it ended up looking like Thanos. And I put it in and I wasn't quite happy with it. So what I did then, I put green stuff over the top half of his face, like his eyes had sort of all disappeared kind of thing. So he's got no eyes present. So that's what I've gone for with the Lord Felthius miniature. But yeah, I'm basing 3 Death Guard Terminators at the minute, basically. Basically, because it's basing. Yeah. You've got to expect that kind of thing when you turn up here in one of these streams, because I'm just that kind of annoying. Oddsteiner S. Siversen, big hello from Norway, big hello from Manchester, mate. Fantastic to have you here again. Oh no. Dripping texture paint all over the place. Oh. You know what I said when I was putting the texture paint on here, I said I should have painted these black, and I didn't go back in and paint the other 2 black. But yeah, you should always, when you're putting a grey texture paint on, paint the base, at least if it's sprayed white, paint it a darker colour, so if it shows through, any of it shows through, you're less likely to notice it. So what I'll have to do now is go in with a dark paint on any of the areas that the white is showing through, which isn't the end of the world, but it's a little bit frustrating. I don't know where my Athonian camo shade is, which is the way I've based the Death Guard miniatures previously, with Athonian camo shade, I think, and then gone in with a dry brush of Ogren camo on top. So it gives you like almost like a swampy texture to it, a swampy look to it. But it's a weird swampy look because it's like, obviously it's grey, it's not murky brown. Still manages to give you that sort of dank, sodden ground feel there. I feel like everybody's been banned from my chat at the moment. I'm paranoid about it. Because Janjo got booted out earlier for spamming too many emotes. According to the bot. That ground is dank as flip. Need inspiration and keep painting figures. Need inspiration from and keep painting figures. Yeah, that This week I've kind of taken a week off from painting almost accidentally because my week started. I was a little tired from, was it last weekend, the charity stream I did on Twitch? I think it was. And I was a little tired from that on Sunday, so I took the Sunday off. And then I should have been streaming on Monday night when I got home from work. But when I went to start my car as I was leaving work, Bazza joined us in the chat from Underdog Painting. Welcome, mate. Pleasure to have you here as always. So yeah, I went to leave, what is it buzzing here? Went to leave work the other day and my car wouldn't start. And it was basically... it was a flat battery, and I went to jumpstart it, but the battery wasn't taking any charge whatsoever. I had managed to jumpstart it previously on the Friday, but I was kind of hoping it'd make it to this weekend so I could nip out and get a new battery this weekend, but it didn't make it. So Monday, my battery was flat. I had to go and get a new battery with my father and fit it that night. So I didn't get home till... I ended up staying at my mum and dad's for a bit of food and that. And I didn't get home till like well after the time I'd have started streaming normally, so I thought I'll just write that stream off. And then on Tuesday I got a tiny bit of painting done. Just on the Orky model I showed earlier. The Digger Knob model I showed earlier. A tiny bit of painting done on that. But not very much. And then Wednesday I didn't do a lot. Thursday I didn't do a lot. Yesterday I finished that Orky model. Friday, sorry, I think I finished that Orky model, or maybe yesterday, I'm not sure. No, it would have been Friday because I was streaming, yeah. So I finished it on Friday, and then did a bit of work on the Death Guard yesterday. So basically, over the course of a week, I've not even finished 4 models, where obviously with my Hobby 365 challenge, I need to be ideally, theoretically, painting a miniature a day. So I've sort of fallen a week behind on the 365 challenge at the moment. But if I finish, if I finish these 3 today, then that'll put me back up to, well, halfway back up to speed almost. And then I've got 5 scouts that just need a little bit of finishing, like a bit of rimming on the base. And yeah, washing, they need the bases finishing and then they'll be finished. So that will put me back up to speed and a day ahead even. So I'm hoping to get them finished as well later today. Probably when Orky's on. I'm going up to the... I'm going up to Cumbria tomorrow, I think, in work. So we don't need to start too early. But yeah, need to be there for about 7, so I'll be starting about 5:30 or something. So I should be up till about 9:30 tonight or something. And finish them scouts, fingers crossed. Spud's been painting his mighty Crimson Fists. Mate, they're not that mighty. When they get an orc in front of them, they just tend to run away into the fortress and blow it up because they're absolute numpties. So yeah, they're not that mighty. What are you working on today, Baz? Are you working on anything, or are you just getting ready to do something for the day? Got the same goldfish stream regular of the banned bot. Oh, you got the same goldfish stream regular. You're a regular of being banned by the bot. 12 watching and 8 likes. Smash that like button. Bit of rimming. That's what you got to do every now and again, Roxy. Elston's joined us. Welcome, Elston. How many armies have you painted this morning? Painting Space Wolves. Nice one. Meeks. Yeah. So Space Wolves. They suck. No. I like Space Wolves. I like the lore of them and stuff like that. When I eventually get round to doing a Heresy army, my Heresy army will be Thousand Suns. So, I kind of started them and then I've just put them to one side like so many of my projects. One of the reasons I was doing the 365 challenge this year, attempting to finish painting 365 miniatures this year, because I want to go back and address and finish complete old projects that I've started. I'll be working on Iron Warriors and Lumineth. Iron Warriors suck too. So obviously my my loyal Space Marine army are Crimson Fists. Not Crimson Fists, Imperial Fists is what I meant to say there. Mighty Morphin Power Fists. I'll be working on Iron Warriors and Lumineth. Orcs are like kryptonite to the Imperial Fists and their successors. Yeah, they are. They really struggle to come to terms with them, whether it's the whole War of the Beast series of books, or the Crimson Fist books, or anything else. Dan, I used to love you the most. Now, it's a little less. I do Orcs too. I know. I do Imperial Fists too. I like Crimson Fists as well. I think they're one of the chapters, or probably the first chapter, if I do, similar to Valrak. I don't want people to think I'm copying Valrak though. I like the idea of it having a last wall force. So, yeah, the Crimson Fists are one of the first ones I'll probably be painting, because there are some cool Crimson Fist characters, like the Crimson Fist, Alexis Pollux. It is Alexis Pollux that's the Crimson Fist, isn't it? Yeah, he's an absolute beast of a character, and I'd love to get that model from Forge World at some point. But I think it's about 45 quid, isn't it, for like a regular size Space Marine. Painting some dwarves for my first diorama. Oh, exciting stuff, Helston, exciting stuff. I'm watching on 2 devices, but I'm as good. Oh, so I'm as good as 2 people. Cow Elves. It's all about the Ultramarines. I want to paint. If I was going to paint something for March from a Crag this month, I would paint a Rainbow Warrior, because they're an Ultramarine successor apparently, and they're pretty close to Ultramarines as well. So I don't think many people will be arguing. It's just you have stripes on the helmets and the knees or the shins, whatever it is. But yeah, a Rainbow Warrior is what I would paint if I was going to paint an Ultramarine this month. So I've kind of always wanted to paint one as well. This is taking me a ridiculous amount of time to do these bases, isn't it? Yes, I'll just leave that one there for the time being. I find Astrogranite debris for some reason a lot easier to work with than Astrogranite. Maybe it's that the Astrogranite's a little bit older. I'm not too sure. Gotta get back to all the love again, Spud. Can't have you feeling like you're not welcome, can we? It is, as always, a pleasure to have you here, as it is everybody in the chat today. Keeping me going, cheering me on as I paint my Death Guard. And I was hoping to get onto the... Well, whilst I wait for these bases to dry, I could use a hairdryer on them, but whilst I wait for these to dry, I think I'll go back to the Space Marines, the Space Marine Scouts. I've got just to the behind this desk down camera here, over that way. And I'll try and get some washes onto their bases and whatnot, and darken up the areas that are too light on their bases. I have many Orc models to paint left of my Orc army. Some Fantasy Orcs and Snakebites, nice one. Yeah, a lot of people use the Feral Orcs for Snakebites, don't they? And just like convert them up with shooters and stuff, shooters and sluggers and choppers. 40k appropriate choppers. I mean, there's no reason you can't. An Orc will pick anything up and use it as a chopper if it's heavy and sharp enough. Heavy and pointy enough. In my mind, they will anyway. Yeah, I'm still painting my Orc, man. You're Orc, man. You're painting an Orc, man. Still painting my Orc, man. I'm painting the classic, the Firehawks. Yeah, the Firehawks looking awesome. Last time I saw it, Roxy. Did you start on a second one, or is it still the same one? I think it's still. I assume it's still the same one. You just try to get it spot on. I was tempted to do. When I heard you could do successors, I was tempted to do Firehawk, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I think they're a successor of Ultramarines. I could try that and really embarrass myself on a video or something. But then I thought, when I saw Savage Orc Guy on Instagram, she's painted up a Rainbow Warrior, and I was like, oh, I wonder if Rainbow Warriors are I wonder if Rainbow Warriors are an Ultramarine successor. And then I googled it, and it turns out they are. So I was like, yes, I think I'll paint Rainbow Warriors if I do one. Not sure I will though. Picked up the new Kill Team box, nice one. The Pariah Nexus one, you mean? It's a shame they didn't include the core rules of the game in that. But I guess if you've already got the core rules, it's no biggie. The game's well enough established now that people have already got the core rules. If they've wanted to play it anyway. It does seem, when you compare that box to other boxes, it does seem a little undervalued. But I guess the way you've got to look at it is, you're getting a load of rules for units that you didn't have rules for before. You're getting probably some narrative and match play missions in there that you didn't have before. You're getting this cool sort of Necromunda Tomb World terrain. Though I feel it's a little bit lacking the terrain. I feel like they could have given us the line of sight blocking stuff, like the walls and stuff as well of the tomb, rather than just the doors, and put like red marks on the board to say you can't see through that. I feel like they could have given us like almost like Necron Zone Mortalis basically, but they didn't. And then so you're getting two characters in there, like one fantastic character in the Necron one in my opinion, the Chronomancer. And then a Space Marine character in a Space Marine Captain, I think it is, isn't it? And then on top of that, you're getting your Marines and your Necrons. So you're getting essentially... So if you look at the Marines, they'd be about 35 quid for their models. The Necrons probably be about 30 quid. So that's 65 quid already. Let's make it okay, welcome. It's too early for live streams. What am I doing? What are you talking about? It's the perfect time for live streams. You get all your Antipodean buddies and all your late night or proper early US risers, I have to say, jumping into the stream. So yeah, everybody, you get a different group of people at this time. You should try it. You should try it, okay. Yeah, so the Kill Team Pariah Nexus box. So you get a book, which would be about 20 quid at least. You get two units, one for Space Marines, one for Necrons, which would add up together to about 60-65 quid. So let's say 60. So then that's 80 quid right away, and then you get two characters on top of that, which would be another 40 quid. So that's 120 quid, and it's a 95 quid box. If you get it from a third-party retailer, you get it for about 75 quid. So you're saving about 35 quid. If you break it down like that, you're getting terrain on top of that as well, which would be that set of terrain. You'd probably looking at least 30 quid again. So you're actually saving a decent amount, but because people are used to getting more value in these sorts of boxes, they're a little, they feel like they're being rubbed up the wrong way. When a box has fewer models, when you look at Indomitus, it was 125 quid and you got probably about 225 quid's worth of models, so you were saving about 100 quid. Whereas in this, you're saving about 40 quid or something. So it seems like you're not getting as much value in there, but it's, The Tech Priest says good morning and would like to let know you are his favourite. I am his favourite. That is superb. That is superb. It's a pleasure to be someone's favourite, An absolute pleasure. We were talking about favourites earlier. I'm not going to tell you who my favourite is. But if you want to know, you can go back and watch the stream from the beginning, can't you? Got to get them views up. It's a real pleasure to be someone's favourite. Gone all quiet now. It's like I'm embarrassed or something, isn't it? I'm not embarrassed, don't worry. Yeah, Dan. But she's amazing though. What was that referring to? Roxy and the Firehawks. I'm creating my own Marines when I have some time. Have the basic idea. Nice one. let us in on the basic idea if you want, G. And then I can tell you how amazing it is or how terrible it is. I won't tell you it's terrible, even if it is. It's all about hobby positivity. No, don't let us in on it, because then you're going to think I'm being disingenuous when I say it's amazing. This is a late stream for me. Just feeling the woof woof. Dan is everyone's dad. Don't rub it in, Dan. Jeez. Yeah, G wants to be someone's favourite as well. So if anyone out there wants to go and check out G the Hyper Sapien and his fantastic detailed unboxings of various Orc kits from GW and third parties, make sure you do, and let him know in the comments if he does quickly become your favourites, which I'm sure he will. Let him know that he is your favourite, because he needs that love in his life. I'm at least Spud's favourite, says Roxy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I think you're a lot of people's favourites, you know, Roxy. I was about to say, I think you're Orky's favourite. And then I read the next comment and it says, "You're my fave, Roxy," from Orky. So there we go. You're a lot of people's favourite, you know. It's me, Dan. Of course it's going to be amazing geese. Rhubarb pie is my favourite. Happy Pie Day, bye. It's Pie Day? Is it Pie Day? Is it Pie Day? Or is that a thing you've made up? Daka Flaka Flame. Daka Flaka Flame. I feel like the name Daka Flaka Flame would form the basis of a Mighty Boosh song. And I don't know why. It just seems to roll off the tongue in a way that is reminiscent of what's his name and Noel Fielding. What is his name? Julian something. Is it Julian something? Julian Barrett and Noel Fielding. Okay, guys, I'm out. Getting late. No worries, James. James Meeks, slap them cheeks. It's not the same when I say it, is it? Is it slap them cheeks or flap them cheeks? I always get confused. I honestly don't know. Have a great day, Mr. Simpson. Make sure you get some hobby done today, because I'm going to come and destroy you whenever this lockdown does completely end. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to have a wee break, a comfort break soon. So I'll leave you looking at my I will return soon screen. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat as well. I don't know whether to make myself another coffee or something. I mean, I've got my water. Well, you know what? If I make myself another coffee, I'll need about 10 more wee breaks. Yeah, I really should have painted black on these bases first, shouldn't I? But not to worry. Ah, my hand's on camera. I can deal with that shortly. Try to get as much of this astrogranite debris onto the base as possible. There we go, that'll do. A bit more, a bit more. Doing it off camera because I'm rushing, as you can probably tell, because I'm trying to hold my wee in. Oh no. I celebrate both days by eating pie because I am worldly. Because I am worldly and fat. It's Pie Day in the US. July 22nd is International Pie Day. I wonder when the UK Pie Day is. I think I might need some pie in my life today. I know it's Mother's Day, but I might text my mum now, say, make some cheese and onion pie, and I'll eat it for you. And I'll take her some flowers as well. Right, here comes the hold screen, so I'll be back soon. See you shortly, guys.
it's all good. What you did was unforgivable. Lying to my damn face, got you feeling cynical. I was at the pinnacle, what was going wrong? Fucking knew it all along. Let me think it's all good. It was crazy how time flew when you thought I never knew. But now, baby, look at you. This is all cause of you. Yeah. Straight shot to your face drop. Put the brakes, but I can't stop. You wanna sound like a mascot? Was all I gave to you, got caught. And now I'm feeling like a free man. She always fishing like a seaman. She looking at it like a pecan. Cause it's always in season. Yeah. You burn all the bridges you wrote. I gave you my heart and it broke. I took it all back, but I'm gone.
I have returned, and you may have noticed a slight change in front of you. We have now some Imperial Fist Scouts. These are in need of a bit of touching up. I mean, not in that way. But yeah, they're in need of a little bit of touching up on the base where you can see bits of white through the base. So I'm going to go in there with a darker colour so you can't see them so much. What I probably should have done as well was found my Athonian camo shade before I came back. But hey, we can crack on without it for the time being. Yeah, if needs be, I can use this Militarum green on the bases. Excuse me, dirty pig. The Death Guard bases. Oh, I've just gone chilly as well. Yeah, let's button this up, I think. So the Athonian camo shade is what I'd normally use, but I've used the Death Guard green as well, and it gives you a suitably green, dank-looking base. It's the 14th of the 3rd, Pi Day. Ah, 3.14, yeah, because in America you do dates backwards. Yeah, so 3.14, 3/14, as Roxy says. Yeah, so I get it, Pi Day, right, I understand why. I thought Australians love their pie. Yeah, I think everybody loves pie, don't they? I don't know a nation on earth that doesn't love pie in some form or another, whether that be a traditional pie with a crust bowl and a crust top, or a crumble with a, you know, just a plate bowl and a crust crumbly top, or whatever, you know. Some people say that shepherd's pie isn't a pie because it's cooked in a bowl. It's like a stew in a bowl with a potato top. So some people say that's not pie, but let's not get into that debate. We don't want any heated arguments in the chat today, do we? We don't want anyone falling out about pie. Pie's a great thing. Or a cottage pie as well. Same sort of thing as a shepherd's pie. Different content though. Just don't do a gym. The music sounds like something a 12-year-old girl in the 90s would play after she broke up with her boyfriend. That cuts deep. That cuts deep, G. I'm vibing with this. Scared the hell out of me. Who scared the hell out of you? Jeez, Dan. Whoa, that escalated. I think it's time for a bath shower. Pie. Pizza isn't pie. Pizza isn't a pie. It's a pizza pie. My face. My face. Well, you know. You've got to put up with it every now and again, haven't you? What colour? Yes. Handily. Handily? Catdeely? Handily. I've pulled this over, which is my big book of magic. It's a folder containing all the painting guides from Conquest, and I always forget what colours I've used for the washes and on the bases and stuff. Let me pull this across the shot on my new boom arm so you can hear me slightly more clearly and in a more deep and resonant tone than before, because I'm also putting on a voice. I don't know if you noticed, but that's me putting on a voice. Yes, so I'm looking for what basing colours I used. Oh, my giddy aunt. Where is the basing? I swear it had fallen out at one point, so I should just be able to flick to it straight away. Well, they've not got any bases on, so it can't be that. With your "I'm back." What was it, loud or something? I'm back. I can't remember how I did it. I'll take you all with me. Oh, me touching them Marines. Yeah, they need a bit of touching up, don't they? Not in that way, you dirty, dirty dog. There they are. Oh, you know what? I've put a cocktail stirrer in there as well. Another cocktail stirrer. How many cocktail stirrers can one man have? Oh, I've written down a handy reminder to myself. So when I use the Militarum Green instead of the Athonian Camo Shade, I watered it down 2-to-1. Water 2-to-1 Militarum Green contrast. To get the same effect as Athonian Camo Shade on the previous Death Guard bases that I'd done. So I put a handy reminder in there. So the City Ruins is Null Noil, Celestial Grey, Abaddon Black. Abaddon Black base rim. So Null Noil is the one I want first. Well, potentially the one I want first. Oh my days. I just don't have enough room in this big room that I'm in. The problem with streaming in and trying to keep streaming is streaming and trying to keep a track of what's going on in the chat is you suppose, like, really you can't be scatterbrained like I am. So whenever someone says something in the chat and then I come back to it later because they say something reacting to something I've said, so I've got to try and remember what I've said. But I never remember what I've said, or rarely do I remember what I've said. So yeah, there's just a bit of handy information for you. So whenever you refer to something I've said in the chat, it's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening now. See if we can get a bit of that on there. So we don't have to... Oh no, there's a big bit there, isn't there? Right, I'm going to have to come in with a deep, deep down, darker colour. A grey, perhaps. Perchance. Oh, what's that? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, last night, I don't know why, shaken and stirred. Or stirred. Storm Vermin Fur. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do. I'm sure I've got a better colour up here somewhere, but I can't see it. There it is. Mechanica Standard Grey is what I was looking for. So just go and touch up these bases. Oh, you may notice as well, if you're looking closely and you're if you're familiar with the Space Marine Scouts kits, I've always thought that they look like their heads are in the middle of the chests, a bit like orcs. So one thing I added to them was like a little bit of green stuff for necks. Like it's kind of like the ribbon you get between Space Marine armour, the way I've sculpted it. It's a little difficult to see, but you can see it just below this guy's beard here. Hopefully, anyway, there's a little bit of black ribbon there, just to give him the illusion of a neck in there. Because I've raised the head up slightly, so it just looks like they've got a neck, basically. Because the Space Marine Scouts models I've hated for a long time. Simply because they look necklace. Like necklace wonders. Wonder Vision? Oh wow, look at that! I didn't know that was nearly empty. It sounded like it was shaking about then. That's odd, isn't it? Let me shake it again. Now there's no sound. I did a magic trick live on stream. That's unbelievable. Let's hope that there's some usable paint in there, though, because I just want to slap a bit on these bases. JR Blazing Arrow, welcome to the chat. Long time no watch. Hope you well, Big Mac. Yes, I am indeed well. Just try to catch up on my Hobby 365, which I keep banging on about. I mean, you've not watched for a while, but I'm trying to paint 365 miniatures this year. I think you've been in the chat this year, though, so you might know that already. Yeah, so try to paint 365 miniatures this year, which to some people might not seem like many, but to me, who probably has never painted 365 miniatures in their entire hobby career, just checking them in shot there when I'm saying career, that's why I looked off to the side. So career, yeah, it is quite the challenge to me, to someone like myself. Ah, yeah, that is good. There is some usable paint in there. Let's get a bit of water mixed in. Yeah, so try to paint 365 miniatures this year, and I've fallen a little behind in the past week because I've basically sort of accidentally taken a week off. I was saying earlier, my car broke down on Monday after work, or basically the battery was flat, because I work just near where I live now, so the drive isn't long enough to get any charge into the battery. Also, I think it might be the original battery from the car from about 14 years ago or something. So it's pretty old, and it's served its time if it is. Yeah, so that led to me sort of taking Monday night off. I'd already taken last Sunday off of painting because I was tired from the charity stream I did took part in on Twitch with Let's Make It Orky. And I am. Yeah, and then it kind of, like, one day rolled into the next. I did a tiny bit of hobby on Tuesday. And I think it speaks volumes to the idea of just making sure you pick up your brush and putting paint on it every night to get into the habit of doing it. Even if you don't put that paint on the miniature, just stay in the habit of getting your paints open, putting a bit of paint on your brush, try and get that paint to the model. And it gets you into the habit of sitting down at the desk every night. When you're doing a challenge like this, for sure, you need to be in that habit. And because I took Sunday off, then I accidentally took Monday off. And then I did a bit on Tuesday. It didn't really get me back into the hobby swing of things. So I had to, on Friday, when I got home from... Friday, 2 days ago. When I got home from work, I had to stream anyway. So that seems to have gotten me back into the swing of things a little more than I have been this week. So it's helped. Streaming on Twitch has really helped my hobby as well, I think, because I kind of like to stick to the schedule. The only scheduled stream day on my Twitch channel at the minute is Mondays, which I didn't manage to do last week. But I've also been streaming on Fridays when I get home from work, and I think that's a big help to my hobby, because it takes me into the weekend doing a bit of hobby, whereas before I'd either go to the cinema with my sister, or which I will be doing at some point in the future, so I'll have to tweak that stream day Friday. Yeah, so got a really itchy left eye all of a sudden. I used to moan about my itchy eyes all the time. They seem to be coming back. I think it's a type of pollen that's in the air or something. I'm not entirely sure though. When I started at my new job, my eye stopped itching, so I thought it was something at my old job. But it seems like it's coming back now, which is irritating. Just need to get some eye drops in it, I think. Yeah, so eventually I'll be going back to the cinema when they all open up again in the UK on Friday, so I'll have to sort something out stream-wise, streaming later perhaps, or something to that effect, or change it to a Saturday stream or whatever. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. You what I love. It's Sunday and get to watch Dan touching up his room. Exactly. What more would you want? Thank you very much. Yep, need to catch up. Also, happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Yes, I am an absolute mother. Yeah, I'm gonna pop down to my mother's to my mother's house. Not multiple mothers. Gonna pop down to my mum's house shortly with some flowers and whatnot. If she's watching this, happy Mother's Day. But she doesn't, I don't think, often tune in for my YouTube vids and that. I think she has done occasionally, but not very frequently. And if she has today, then you've spoiled your surprise, Mother. Mother dear. Hey. Hey, what I miss? Nothing, G, nothing. Absolutely nothing, just me talking, waffling on, as always. Nothing too exciting anyway. Ooh, cheeky. Let's put one of these on here. Little beggar. Needs to get a bit more paint on that. That isn't a Terminator. No, but this is. Well, there you go. It's in shot. It still counts. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the bases to dry on for the Terminators. I've also misplaced. I've said this a few times throughout the stream, but it seems you're new here, Glennar. At least to this stream, that is. Yeah, I've also misplaced the Nurglings from the bases of the Terminators. 2 of them anyway. One of them's got like a Nurgly blob on it. But I've misplaced 2 Nurglings, so I kind of don't want to finish basing them until I was going to put "and Space Marine Scouts" in the title, but I thought, no, that just makes the title way too long. Don't want to base them until... Really, don't want to finish basing them until I find those Nurglings. How long did it take me to say that? Conquest ones, yes, Conquest ones. Conquest Space Marine Scouts and Conquest Death Guard Terminators. And before you ask... I don't know if you asked last week, but before you ask... I'm not going to be covering Imperium. I'll probably do a video about it soon because plenty of people keep asking because they enjoyed my Conquest coverage and it was really good for the channel. The Conquest coverage because it got me a lot of subscribers. However, unfortunately with my current work schedule and everything, I don't have the time to cover the magazine in the same way I did. And I don't know of any local shops that are going to be selling it. So I don't know if I'd be reliably able to get it prior to other content creators putting videos up about it. Oh, I just twatted my my pop filter. I got enough to make 10-man squad of easy to builds. Nice. 10-man squad of easy to builds. Dinner time soon. I was one of them. Well, more so, I was the best one. Of course you were, G. Of course you were. The favourite one, perhaps? Have you seen the film The Favourite? Watch that film if you've not seen that film. It's a good film. Film. It's a nasty squad. 10 Death Guard Terminators. It sounds like a nasty squad, to be fair, mate. It sounds like something that you should be fielding more in an Apocalypse game than a regular game of 40k, to be honest. Nah, I wouldn't be able to relate to it. Love that head. It looks ace. Which one? The this one. This one that's on this guy. Yeah, it's a cool head. It's a Space Wolf head. I thought I wanted to add a bit of variety into the heads on the Scouts, so I took a Space Wolf. Are they just called Space Wolf Scouts? I think they are. I took a Space Wolf Scout head from one of the numerous Space Wolf spray frames I've got. And whacked it on this guy and just painted it blonde. Well, that whitey colour that you often see on Imperial Fist's hair. I tried to sort of score the head on top as well, so it looked like there was a bit of hair texture in there. It's hard to see on screen, but you can see it more in the flesh. Oh, it's gone 10 o'clock. So I've been streaming since roughly 7:30. We've been going 2.5 hours now. I think I'll go 3 hours max today. We'll see though. Oh, he meant my head. Of course he meant my head. Should have known. Yeah, my head is the best head, to be fair. It's a big head, but it's the best head. Everybody likes looking at the top of it as I look down at my desk, I think. People's favourite thing to do on a Sunday morning, I've heard. Whew. I had a Starbucks yesterday from a new Starbucks that's open near me. I'm like, yes, finally, I've got Starbucks near me. So I can start using my Starbucks app again. Well, one way you can use the app, because I've got numerous Starbucks near me already in like village hotels and Cineworlds and stuff. But you can't use the Starbucks app in them. So... yeah, that's pointless. Hi, says Steve-O. Welcome, Steve-O. Welcome to this fabulous Sunday morning stream. I'll be going for about another half hour, probably. I think I might need another wee before the end of the stream, though. I've already had a wee break. It's all this coffee I drink on a Sunday morning. It makes me need to urinate. So, hi, man. How's it all going? It's going well, mate. Going well. That's Devil's Brush Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you check out both 6+ Steve-O and Devil's Brush Gaming. If you've not already done so. Painting up some Guard Terminators, or I was doing earlier, and just basing some Scouts now. Trying to catch up with my Hobby 365 challenge. I've got to go, people. No worries, mate. Have a great day, Spud. Have a fantastic day. Off for a romantic walk with Britney Spears. Oh, excellent news, mate. Fantastic stuff. Don't have many Starbucks here, mostly Costas. They're everywhere. Yes, they are. Costas are the bane of my existence. Don't get me wrong, they're alright, Costa, but I prefer Starbucks. And there's so many Costas around here, and hardly any Starbucks. That's what it seems like. In certain areas, it seems like you just get like Starbucks or Costa. And it seems like on Merseyside, you seem to get a lot more Starbucks, but in the Manchester area, you seem to get a lot more Costas. And it's really frustrating. Outside of the city centre, that is, because there's a load of Starbucks in the city centre of Manchester. But yeah, outside of the city centre, there aren't that many Starbucks. Other than the franchises that don't take the cards, as I was saying, which is frustrating. Yes, so there's the struggles of my existence. Just making a Tassimo now, just woken up, nice one. I was saying I might get another coffee earlier to... I've been using my 6+ Steve-O mug to drink coffee from on stream today. But I don't know if I need another coffee, because I'll definitely need another wee if I have another coffee. Yeah, it is only so I can get coffee stirrers, really. Gee, it is, because I've already used 2 on stream today. One as a bookmark and one as a texture spreader. So it is just because I want the coffee stirrers. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put you on the Be Back Soon screen again, so you can look at my artwork, channel artwork, inspect it, make some conversions of your own. And I know it was only about 5 minutes ago I went for a wee break, but I'm going to go for another. So I will indeed, again, be back soon.
Run for your life, she's a a deep breath and let's start again. Every day ends to begin. Take a deep breath and let's start again. Every day ends to begin. Take a deep breath and let's start again.
So, as you can see, I've got myself a coffee. It is a double espresso, a double doppio. It is a double espresso, a quadruple espresso, one might say. It's basically 2 cups of espresso, 2 cups of 2 doppios, 4 doppio, 2 doppios, 4 espressos. It's a lot of coffee, but it's just the way I roll, isn't it? I've already had 4 extra long coffees this morning, but got myself a Lotus biscuit as well to have a little nibble on something as I sip on my coffee in my tiny mug. It's not a mug, it's an espresso cup. Look, it's tiny. I've grown. Oh yeah. Hardcore, because I'm a hardcore kind of guy, Stevie. Bloody coffee drinkers. It's hard to pin down your accent, G. I do keep trying to do impressions of it. Gonna bring this in close now so you can hear me drink it, because I know you all love it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's hard to get your accent right, mate, not rate. It's hard to get your accent right, mate. Because you've still got that British twang, so it's difficult. Steve-O's going to be on the Plastic Crack Gaming Hobby Hangout tonight. Excellent stuff, 9 PM UK time, so make sure you check that out. I don't mind you dropping a plug in there, especially when it's not, and I'm going live in 5 minutes, so come and watch my stream plug, although they're funny as well. Or I've got a video going up, everyone check it out. Where's the bot when you need him? You know, Mr. James Jar, you can ban Steve-O if you want. You've got the power, you wield that ban spanner. Don't ban him. At least I'm plugging Skara channel. Scary. Not Scary. That's Scary's Scarcast. Scar's channel. I was trying to work out what you were going for then. I was like, I knew you were saying Scar there, but I couldn't work out how you were shortening it. But yeah, Scar channel. Tea and dinner. Dinner and tea. Lunch and dinner. Breakfast and snacks. Dan hasn't had a snack today. Oh, I've had a snack now though, haven't I? It's the only reason I tune in. I'm disappointed. Well, I've just had a biscuit, so there we go. Seeing him chew on a biscuit. Espresso, it's what you want, man. You forgot to put the pinky out. No, you don't put the pinky out for coffee. I've seen it. I've seen it in an Italian train station. All the men stand at the coffee bar, right? A little, was it in Brindisi or was it in Bari? I can't remember, or Lecce. I don't know. It's one of the little, on the, whichever coast it was on. I can't remember. The Amalfi Coast. Is that even Italy? I don't know. The one that's basically, it's got Albania opposite. The back end of the heel of the boot. On the heel of the boot, basically, of Italy. I think it was Lecce train station. And all the men stand at the bar just drinking the tiny cups of coffee. It's brilliant. And none of them stick the pinky out because it's not tea, man. Pinkies are for tea, not for coffee. Whose accent? What I miss? Your accent. I keep trying to do your accent, G. But because you've got that British twang, it's hard to get it right. It was on Dred's channel I did that, yeah. Dan saying his appetite for his mum's cheese pie. Saving his appetite for his mum's cheese pie. You better believe it, mate. If she makes it. I've not texted yet. I'm not going to. You can't ban Steve-O. He's kind of a big deal. Kind of. You did it last time. Boom. You look like a giant sipping from a human-sized mug. Exactly. That's the only reason I do this. Or using a doll's china set. Look at my mighty hand around the mug. You can barely see it. Now this is entertainment. This is what you all need. It's like non-stop hobby. Non-stop coffee. I mean, apart from when the coffee stops, you stop. I want to get this down me quick. Woo! Right, so should I do some washes? Here's my Nurgly bases. I think I need to go in there in certain areas, definitely with some Militarum Astra, not Militarum, with Mechanicus Standard Grey, and pick out those areas where the white's showing through. So I'll leave them to one side for the time being. Excuse me, and I'll come in with a null oil wash on these. Oh no, one of the bases has dropped. I'll come in with a null oil wash on these scout bases that I'm working on now. Oh, I could use a coffee wash, couldn't I? I don't have to use a null oil wash. If I run out of null oil, then I can use a coffee wash instead. Though it's strong coffee, it's going to always be a bit more brown, so it's going to be more like an Agrax wash that. So it's not ideal for the job at hand, the task at hand. Big Tech Dan School, aka the teacher. I can't reach me no oil. Oh yes, I've spotted my Athonian Camoshade as well, so I don't have to use a Militarum Green to do the bases of the Death Guard. Wow. Halfway through my first coffee of the morning and I'm already laughing. Good way to start the day. No worries, mate. That's just the kind of guy I am. I like to get everybody in the chat laughing if possible, rather than crying. How's the 365 challenge going now? Well, I'm glad you asked, Steve-O, because let's come in for a serious sit-down chat. Right. 365 challenge, I am a week behind. But as you can see on screen, if I was on the right screen, let's go back to the desk down because I need to be on that screen for this. As you can see on screen, I've got a squad of 3 Death Guard Terminators and a squad of 5 Space Marine Scouts that I'll be finishing today. I will finish them today. So I'll be back on track because that's 8 miniatures and I'll be a day ahead. So then whatever I start on stream tomorrow on Twitch, make sure you check out my Twitch stream tomorrow from around 5:30 up to around 7:30, something like that. Or maybe 5:30 till 7:30, 5:30 till 8 maybe. Check that stream out anyway because I'll be painting some other miniatures tomorrow, perhaps. Let's go back to the big screen, shall we? What a day, what a day, what a kerfuffle. Perhaps this mega... I've gone way out of shot. This mega knob here on stream tomorrow, perhaps, but not definitely. I want to get some Gear Guts miniatures to paint this year as well. He's currently working on, I don't know if it's available yet, a Warboss Orky miniature based on Let's Make It Orky, the finest Twitcher in the land. Yeah, so he's... Why? I look like a right wally with my headphones like that, don't I? Anyway, let's go back to the desk down. Yeah, so he's working on that, so I want to pick that up. I want to pick the Roxy one up. I want to pick the Warbosses ones up. And there is one more out there in the world as well. Although it escapes me who it is. I'm sure there's one more out there in the wild. I can't think what it is though. It's based on another... I'm sure there's at least one more. Oh, there's a War Mistress one, I think, isn't there as well? I think. But I'm not certain on that, actually. There might not be. But yeah, I might pick them up separately, but I want to work on a few of them soon. Yeah, the War Mistress. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Oh, is there a poke one as well? Or are you just poking me? Don't poke me, G. Don't poke me. I made you cry. I'm no one's favourite. It doesn't matter. Only a week. If it was me, I'd be 364 days behind. Yeah, it's been interesting, that's for sure. I was saying earlier before you joined us, Steve-O, it's I think kind of getting into the routine of getting a bit of paint on your brush every night. This is something Orky talks about when she streams sometimes. Just getting your paints out, opening one of your paints, getting a bit of paint on your brush. Even if you don't put that paint on the miniature, it just gets you into the habit of sitting at the desk every night, and you're more likely then to go on and paint something. So this week I fell out of that habit because I was tired after the charity stream last week, so I took Sunday off from painting. And then everyone who's been in the stream the whole time is a bit bored of this bit now, but you're going to get it anyway, Steve-O, so you can wait. We'll get back to entertainment shortly. Oh, it's 25 minutes past 10, so it's almost time to end the stream. But, yeah, I might go a little bit longer, we'll see. I need to get to the shops and I need to go to my mum's. But, before I do that, let's neck that coffee. Grab some Wasser. And go through this for Steve-O. So yeah, Sunday I had a day of rest, like I go to church. Sunday I had a day off from painting because I was tired from the charity stream. I wasn't on for 12 hours like Orky was, but I was in the chat for 12 hours and everything. And I was on for 3 hours, or just under 3 hours, because I needed a wee. My streams are always broken up by wees. And this is, oh, you started working on your squig off, exciting. Is that the Norzilla or is it the Forge World one, mate? Yeah, so I had a day off Sunday. I was intending to stream on Monday like I normally do on Twitch, but unfortunately my battery was flat when I went to start my car at work, so I had a whole kerfuffle getting that sorted. Tuesday I did a tiny little bit of work on this miniature. Pardon me. My Shiv Boss Orky miniature. I'll show it on this screen rather than that one that's out of focus. Yeah, so this is a digger knob based on Orky. This is the thing I was painting on her charity stream, actually. So I used parts from Harlequin kits, parts from Escher Ganga kits, parts from other Ganga kits, Orlok Ganga kits, and obviously the Warbike kit as well. And then a little Snotling running away with her favourite Shiv. And she's chasing him down. So that's what that is, and that's the only model I've finished painting this week. But I'm hoping to finish these 8 to get me back on track anyway. But yeah, I couldn't get back into the habit of sitting down and getting the paints out, unfortunately. I found it really difficult this week to do that. So, this is where I catch up, basically. Live on stream. Dyson Demons. Poke and Dyson Demons, thank me later. Oh, the War Mistress was the one I was thinking of, though. I wasn't aware Poke and Dyson Demons had them, to be honest. Poke and Dyson Demons, says Roxy as well. Oh, yes, it does. Burp. She is right. I actually been very productive lately, doing just that. Yeah, that's. I think it's not her philosophy that she's come up with, but I think it's something that a lot of people stick to. Like, just sit down at the desk, open your paint, get a bit of paint on your brush. You might paint one part of one miniature, and you might not feel it after that, but at least you've done that little bit. Gets you a little bit closer to your goal at the end of the day, and it gets you into the habit of sitting down every night, and yeah, just painting, or getting as close to painting as possible. Oh, I'll tell her. G said, Happy Mother's Day, if I remember anyway. People always, friends and stuff always give me messages to give to my parents, and I always forget. So, and then I tell them about a month later. Oh, by the way, David said hello. Great. about, you know, when did you see David? Oh, I saw him something like a month ago, yeah. Alright, well, good to know you're passing on the message. Yeah, so I'll try and remember, G, to wish her a happy Mother's Day. From you. Do you know my mother? Have you been seeing my mother behind my back? I'll come and get you, you gits! Norzilla, yeah, the Norzilla. I want to get to the Norzilla at some point soon on my 365 challenge, because it's not too far away from completion. I've got the weapons just on the desk in front of me, in front of one of my monitors there, and the Haldor as well. But the beast of the miniature, the body of the beast, is pretty close to completion, so I just need to work on the base and the Haldor and whatnot, really. Hey, I'm painting on screen, imagine that. Stay on target. I need to get that clip. Big Mech Weeskull will most likely get the Forge World one in the near future too. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the Norzilla kit. Me picking up that kit made me decide, yes, I will absolutely get the Forge World Squiggoth kit at some point. I've already got the Gargantuan Squiggoth, but that's a little way off me tackling that. A little way off. I mean, I could just whip it out now, couldn't I? Start on it. No, I need to wash it first, obviously. Yeah, but it's interesting that buying a third party's kit sort of encourage you to get GW kits as well. And I think it's something you've spoken about in your videos in the past. And I think Dread has as well. Like Dread's spoken about how, with Grot tanks as a prime example, you can buy Grot tanks from third parties that are compatible with the Forge World kit. So basically they come in the same components of like separate treads, separate body, separate turret kind of thing, and separate exhaust maybe. So you can buy Loner in a Crowd. Welcome to this glorious circus that is a Big Mech Dan Skull live stream. Yeah, so you can buy kits from various third parties of Grot tanks and mix and match. So from the green one, who I think are owned by another company now, I can't remember who. But yeah, the green one from Cromlech, let's say, from all the various third-party companies that make Grot tank-like kits, you know, Goblin tank commander kits and stuff like that. And you can buy the Forge World ones, and you can mix and match them all. Yeah, it is Roxy's Bay. Roxy's Bay has joined us. You can mix and match them all, and it creates a greater variety in your Grot tank squadrons if you want a whole army of Grot tanks. And then there's there's a ridiculous amount of possibilities of chopping and changing. I'm off camera now. Of chopping and changing. Let's do that. You can see my crotch for a bit. Of chopping and changing between various kits. It just gives you a heck of a lot of variety that you wouldn't have quite so much with the with just the Forge World Grot tank kits. Which I think there are 4 Forge World Grot tank kits, aren't there? So if they each had, say, 5 components, I can't remember how many varieties of kit that gives you. Because you can put, say, the exhaust from one on the body of another and the tracks of another. So let's say, I'm not going to try and work it out. So you get a ton. Basically, what I'm going to say is you get a ton of combinations just from the Forge World kits alone. But then if you take into account other companies, third parties, Grot tanks that are compatible with the Forge World ones, and you can mix and match and build them together, then it gives you a heck of a lot of variety, like something like 1 million different combinations. More than you'd ever need. But it means if you come to play, if you've got a Grot tank army and you come to play an opponent also with a Grot tank army, you could theoretically have 2 armies facing each other that are completely unique because there's that many combinations you can have. Well, my dad gave me a doorbell last week. I forgot to fit it though. Never mind. Got a proper bang on the door yesterday. In fact, have I got? Yes. Proper bang on the door yesterday, and one of my prizes from... I still need to take the Terrain Rocks prizes, but from Orky's charity stream last week, I won some prizes. And one of my prizes arrived. It's another Nurgly miniature. It's a... I thought it was going to be a little hard to see in this light, but it's not too bad actually. So it's like a Nurgle Demon Prince kind of miniature, this. And he's got a staff that he carries as well. And he's all bloated, and he's got like a elephantitis sort of affected leg kind of thing. And you put him next to, say, Lord Felthius, just for a size. Put him next to a Space Marine Scout. He's a heck of a lot bigger than a Space Marine Scout. It's going to be a fun mini to tackle. Put him next to Lord Felthius to see the size comparison next to just a Death Guard Lord of Contagion. He's a big hefty miniature, but yeah, I'll use him as a Nurgle Demon Prince at some point in the future when I get round to painting him. Hopefully I'll be painting him relatively soon. We'll see then, we'll see. That is from War Master's Forge, that miniature. If you're interested, check out War Master's Forge. Well, I don't know what the company that designed the miniature was. I don't think War Master's Forge designed the miniature, but if you go to War Master's Forge on eBay, he's got a load of miniatures that he has the right to print, basically, and sell on eBay. So if you're interested in definitely in various Nurgle miniatures like that, and he's got miniatures for other factions as well that he can print and sell on eBay. Elephant Man, exactly. And there's a like a Beast of Nurgle sort of miniature as well. I think it's called the Hound of Plague Hound or something. It's called something like that, and it's like a really hench-looking Beast of Nurgle kind of thing, which is it's a really interesting alternative way of doing a Beast of Nurgle, essentially. That's what I'll treat it as anyway, a Beast of Nurgle. Not sure what other people would treat it as. Hound of Contagion or something it might be called. Plague Hound, I can't remember exactly. When you get third-party companies and you try to remember names and stuff, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? Oh, I've got vibrations over there on my phone. I wonder who that is. Probably someone going live. You mean you won all the prizes? Yeah, but some of them I passed on to other people. I won one of my own prizes, I think, at one stage, and I would have loved to have said, yes, I'll have that one, so I didn't have to send it out. I think it might have been the one that that Squig won, which I sent out all my prizes yesterday. So hopefully, if you won one of my prizes, which were Sergeant Ripper Jackson, Valerian, and Aaliyah, or whatever she's called, basically the Custode and Sister of Silence miniature, or Gorzag Git Stomper, or the Deathstone box. I sent out all my prizes yesterday. And customs forms are really annoying to fill in. That's one thing I'll say. And also, postage is quite expensive. But it's alright because it's all for charity. So I don't mind dropping a little bit extra. I never used to be in... Like, I'm not into the idea of organising stuff to do for charity. But if I just have to turn up and bring my wallet, I'm not too bothered about doing stuff like that. But I don't tend to go out of my way to do things for charity and for other people. And I think sometimes the wargaming community on YouTube and on Twitch as well, and on Instagram and TikTok and wherever you are currently interacting with people in some form of... I've got a video that I'm writing a script for at the minute, just called Community, I think. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's something to do with like wargaming online and whatnot. But yeah, wherever you can find someone to form a sort of a community with, where you can find common ground with people and stuff. For me, it's really encouraged me, I feel like, to try and look at my life and almost improve myself and my attitude towards other people, my attitude towards fellow hobbyists and people in and outside of the hobby, I suppose. And I feel like in this past year, I've almost... It's not for me to judge this, but I feel like I've almost become a better person because of the people I've been interacting with online and stuff in and around wargaming and the wargaming circles. And I'm not one to go out of my way to help others unless they're like close friends or anything like that. And to be fair, in the charity stream that Orky did last week, I didn't really go out of my way to do anything. I just kind of turned up with a few prizes and with my wallet, and got involved and came on stream for a bit, and I didn't have to do anything that I wouldn't have enjoyed doing anyway. But I think for me, it's there's so much good in the online wargaming community that can be done, and when somebody takes a lead like Orky did and did the 12-hour charity stream in aid of Mind, I think it's like it just shows what good can be done with members of this community. And when somebody starts waving their banner and people follow that banner, like great things can be done. And that stream last week is proof of that, and a stream a few weeks ago from the hobby room on Twitch as well. Between Orky's stream and the hobby room stream the previous week, there was like 19 grand raised basically for Mind, mental health charity in the UK, Mind. And even if you're not raising money for charity or something like that, but you're just openly talking about mental health and how the hobby can help or sometimes hinder, like hit your mental health. Even that from the War Bosses of the Apocalypse, they did a chat where they all shared their experiences. This is like Steve-O and Ramshackle. That's one of the other ones with the grot tanks. Thank you very much, Steve-O. Or are they the ones that have taken over Green Stuff? I think Green Stuff, the green one rather. So Steve-O and Dreadwar Gaming and Dim, the Hobby Gate, and Skarne, Plastic Crack Gaming. They are the 4 War Bosses, the War Bosses of the Apocalypse, and they do a podcast style video once a month on the 1st of every month, and they spoke about mental health in the hobby kind of thing on their most recent one. It's a good watch, and I think it's, to some people, just hearing them speak about it is gonna help their state of mind and their attitude maybe towards things that they may have been put into the back of their mind, put into the side of their mind kind of thing in the past. And it was all good, like open book kind of stuff, and it's healthy to talk about stuff like that and to encourage each other to reach out and stuff. So I think there's so much good that has been done and can be done in a community like this online, and it's really impressive when you see that happening. Sorry I'm late. Needed a long lie today. No, mate, you should have been watching in bed. What's up with you? Just watch on your phone in bed, man. You need to wake up and watch my... No, I'm only joking. You don't have to worry about being late, dude. It's fine. It's great to have you here whatever time you turn up. You're that late. You've arrived after I actually intended to finish, but I've gone on a little bit longer than I intended, so that's fine. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it there. I'll just run through the chat, get the big screen up. Let's see if you can see both my camera and my pop filter in shot. You can definitely see my pop filter, that's for sure. I'd love messing with this boom arm on stream. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'll keep touching it every now and again. Hey, oh, you can't see my camera in shot. I thought you'd be able to see the desk down cam. It's just here out of shot. Oh wow, that is impressive. I've managed to get just underneath the shot and just to the side of the shot. That's where the camera is. The angle of the camera is like that, just out of shot, basically. Impressive. Anyway, let's run through the chat. Roxy is delighted to have you here, Lona, as you have probably gathered. Yeah, you mean you won all the prizes? I won a few of the prizes. I passed some of them on though. I would have loved to have kept my own prize, but I thought it'd be hilarious. I think it was the one that I passed on and then Squig won it. Because I thought it'd be hilarious to see what he could do with a Custode and a Sister of Silence miniature. And Squig won a lot of the prizes as well, to be fair. Cost me 30 to send one orc head. Wow. $30 is that, I'm guessing. Dollaroos. Didgeridolaroos. I think I have grown as a person through the community. Yeah, I think we sort of... Not always, but we often, as much as we can get into arguments and discussions online and stuff like that, and things that aren't as healthy for us, we sort of also encourage each other to bring out the best in each other. And I'm not the most sociable person. I'm not one to step to the front and try and lead a group and stuff like that. But with us each finding a role in the community that we are suited to, whether it's a leader, a follower, a rallier, or the rallied, it sort of encourages this warm feeling in my experience anyway, in the online hobby community. And like when Scary and War Mistress were talking to on International Women's Day on Monday, just gone, on Twitch, they were talking to various females in the hobby, and Roxy was there, and everybody from the Orc 40k community was there, sort of cheering her on in the chat kind of thing. And then Orky was on not long after her, and all of Orky's guys were in there cheering on, and some of, there's a bit of crossover in those two communities, and they were all sort of that was when I popped in for a few of the guests, but I couldn't stick around because I was doing my own stuff kind of thing and trying to get my car battery sorted out. But thankfully it was all sorted out by the time Roxy and Orky came on. So just seeing your friends turn up for something like that, it's a really encouraging thing, I think, and sort of we sort of managed to encourage each other, whether intentionally or not, to sort of bring out the best in each other and to keep going with the hobby, with a certain hobby idea you've got, or with a certain something you've got in mind. And then also, I think through that we grow relationships that lead to us wanting to help each other in life outside of the hobby as well, which is a fantastic thing. So if someone's feeling a little bit down, we just check in on them and stuff, or if we notice they've not been around for a while, just checking in on someone can be helpful. And yeah, did-a-doos. Yeah, so I think I've grown up as a person because of the hobby community, and I think I feel like certain people have brought out the best in me in recent months, and it's good to see that we can each find that person and stuff, and make the most of what we've got to try and help other people if we can. Met some awesome people and made some incredible friends. It's fantastic to hear, and it feels good when there's things going on in the hobby, in online hobby, that sort of it shows you what good can be done. It's really encouraging, and it's exciting, and you don't always realise that though. You don't always realise that kind of stuff's going on. Sometimes it's going on a bit more in the background, but yeah, it's kind of always there, isn't it, really? Lona doesn't even care what you're talking about. Yeah, he's too concerned with me winning all the prizes, isn't he, to even care. Wait, what? What don't I care about? Did-a-doos. Me! He does care about you, but you're not going to be able to talk about it for much longer. So if you do, Lona, if you do care about her, you've got to say it soon, because I'm about to end this stream. Been watching you since before I started a channel. I still remember when you give me a shout out on your channel, and I was chuffed. Yeah, that's the thing. I've always been, when I've seen someone start a new channel and stuff, and I like their attitude, I like the miniatures, even like there's something about their channel that I really like. I'm more than happy to shout out various channels, and I have done numerous times. And Elston did a video not too long ago about new channels springing up and then overtaking him, and he wasn't saying he wasn't bitter about it, but it's kind of like, oh, what have they done to overtake me, to surpass me? And like, I've seen that with you, Steve-O, I've seen it with Dread, I've seen it with numerous channels over the years, whether it's Tattoo for You, Frost and Fists, although I've got more subscribers than them and stuff at the minute. I'm not rubbing it in, Mythos and Freak, but I've got more subscribers than you at the minute. But yeah, I've seen it numerous times with me shouting out other channels and them channels steaming past me, because there's something that I like about their channel and I want everybody else to know about it. That's one of the reasons I've been so forthcoming with my praise of Orky and Twitch and stuff like that, because I really enjoy. She's been a big part of the reason I managed to sit down every night, or nights that I wouldn't have sat down and hobbied necessarily. So she streams on a Monday, a Friday, No, a Tuesday, a Friday, and a Sunday. I was advertising my streams there when I said Monday, Friday, and Sunday. So she streams on a Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and then she'll do extra streams now and again and stuff. But yeah, because I enjoy just having her on. You hear her talking away to a chat and stuff like that. She plays music, like the same sort of music I'm playing on this. I stole this playlist from her basically, but this sort of music, like she plays all music that I like and stuff, so it's a good vibe in the channel, and she's laughing away as she's reading comments in the chat and stuff like that. So that's a big part of what keeps me going in the hobby, and I'm excited to see people's channels grow. And whilst I think the first couple of times it happened and I saw people that had shouted out grow way past me, and I was like, oh, well, what's happened there? Is there content better than mine? You kind of get used to it happening, to be honest, and it's like, great, more people know about them, and more people can share their love of the hobby and their experiences in the hobby and stuff. And it is fantastic seeing people grow to bigger than you. The student becomes a master kind of a deal. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, so basically what I was saying was I'm more than happy to give people shout outs on my channel, and it's something that I think everybody needs a bit of encouragement when they start in the hobby and stuff. Not when they start in the hobby, when they start in the YouTube, the social side of the hobby, the social network side of the hobby, I guess, the content creator side of the hobby. I had so much help, so I like to give it back to others. Yeah, exactly. It's something I think since I started in the internet side of the hobby. Idic Bear shouted me out when I was a really small channel, and I quickly got to 100 subscribers, and I was like, yes, that's amazing, I've got 100 subscribers. I'm going to earn all the money soon from adverts and stuff. And then they changed the rules on adverts. But I don't even play adverts before my channel now, because I'm never going to make a living off of it. So I just, at the minute, I don't even play adverts. I'm going to create a join button soon, so you can support me that way if you wanted to. You can support me through Patreon if you want to. There's links in the description below. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, because I've got enough miniatures to be painting this year, and that's 365 of them. I don't need any more, although I do occasionally pick up the odd box again to supplement that collection of miniatures, that pile of potential. This is true. You shouted out me once or twice, and I thank you for it. No worries, mate. No worries at all. It's good content, and I'm more than happy to shout about it. It's yeah, from anyone I shout out. It's like, there's a reason I'm shouting them out. It's because I enjoy this stuff, and I want to see more people enjoying the stuff and encouraging them to create more stuff. Because that's the thing. If I'm shouting out, when I shouted out Dread, he quickly surpassed me. It was amazing how quick Dread's channel grew. But he created a vibe on his channel that I was enjoying. So if I shout him out, and then he's encouraged by that shout out to try and create more content. Me and Dread had a bit of back and forth on certain videos and stuff, and like we did video responses to each other and whatnot. And it leads to them creating more content that I'm going to enjoy, and I've got more content to hobby along to then. So it's a win-win, really, isn't it? Whether or not they surpass you, it doesn't really matter whether they surpass you. At the end of the day, they're going to be creating more content, and it's fantastic. Dread wished me a happy birthday once on his channel, and that was so touching. Yeah, I can imagine. It's fantastic. It's tough sharing out. It's tough starting out, and many don't get past the first hurdle, so a shout out from others can really help kickstart your channel. Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of the philosophy I've always had ever since Nick shouted me out, when Nick was probably on about 5,000 subscribers then or something. And then when he shouted me out, I was like, yes, I've made it. I've got to like 75 subscribers. I'll be at 100 soon, yeah. And it's like, those milestones really sort of, especially in the early days of your channel. I need to have a bath, I think, and sort this beard out. I might shave it off, you know. Might shave it off. What do you think, Roxy? Should I shave it off? We'll see. Yeah, so those milestones, when it's in the early days of your channel, they really feel like they matter and stuff, and getting to 10 subscribers is amazing. Getting to 20, 25, 50, 100, 200, 250, 500, 1,000, it really feels like it matters. At the end of the day, as long as you're enjoying creating the videos and stuff, and getting comments from regular people and that, and all fantastic people turning up in any live streams you do as well to join you in the chat. It's brilliant, and it's really encouraging you to keep going with the hobby, keep going with the content creator side of the hobby, as well as the wargaming side of the hobby, the miniature painting side of the hobby. So it's all encouraging stuff, and it makes you think people want to see your stuff, so you better paint more stuff, build and paint more stuff. So yeah, it is fantastic. It's like a big hobby jerk circle. I think that's PG enough. I think, you know, those words don't, like, I like to keep my YouTube channel PG if possible, but those words, they don't suggest anything anything directly too offensive to anybody, I don't think. But yeah, when you know what those words mean combined together in such a way, yeah, you'll know that's not necessarily PG. But hey, I'm happy to say that every now and again, something a little like that. It's like a little double entendre here and there, or innuendo, yeah, so that's about all. I'm just going to read through the comments, and then I'll finish. But yeah, you're right, it is tough starting out, and a little shout out does go a long way. Yeah, I really appreciate it when you have given me a shout out, you legend. Oh, I am a legend. Thank you very much, G. Kind words indeed. You and Mythos have been great towards me. It's because you do such detailed reviews. If I want to know what's in a certain kit that I don't own yet, I'm coming straight to your channel, because I know you do fantastically detailed reviews and unboxings and stuff. So you, if somebody pops in and they ask for you know, an idea of what's in the kit, I always send them to your channel, because I know you're probably going to have a review up for that particular kit. So you're the most reliable place, the place most likely to have a review of a certain kit. So it's easy, man. You just got to keep slugging away, exactly. Build it and they will come. I have a lot more to do. Just reviews have taken over. Not what I planned just kind of happened. Yeah, I think because when people shout you out for a certain thing as well, you get more in, like, not you in particular, everybody gets more encouraged to create that similar type of content. But like your painting, I was really, like, honestly, G, I don't know why, because at the end of the day, you're a hobbyist. When I saw that Griff Oberwald miniature, I was like, wow. I was really blown away. I didn't expect you to paint to that standard, but I was really impressed with it, mate. But I'll be happy when I've done them. I'm sure in the future I'll buy more, but need to get through the backlog. Yeah, I think everybody does at some point. No, don't shave. You better not. Have a little naughty as a treat. Yeah, you've got to get a little naughty in there every now and again. Let's turn this light off, see what difference that makes. It's different. Yeah, I'm ending the stream, roughly. Yeah. Okay, got a boost and see my mother. See you next Tuesday in Orky stream. Yeah, but I'll be streaming tomorrow on Twitch. So I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. But if not, don't worry about it, mate. Pop in when you can. Truly a legend. Cheers, Dan. Yeah, I've loved solved art and painting, man. Oh yeah, nice one. Right, I've always been an artist, got an A+ in art. Ah, nice. Stop boasting, G. What's up with you? Right, we'll leave it there. I know you're not boasting really, mate, don't worry. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for everybody who's tuned in and kept me company as I tried to do a bit of catching up on my Hobby 365 challenge. By the end of the day, I hope to have caught up and stepped out in front once again, so I should be painting something new and fresh on stream tomorrow on Twitch. You can check out a link in the description below to my Twitch, but if for some reason you can't click on that link and it work, just go to twitch.tv/BigMecDanskull and you'll find me there. There's also a link to my Patreon, my Facebook, my Instagram and Twitter possibly in the description below, so check them out if you want to, and I'll see you